to the Inglorious Bards. I'm your humble game master, Tom, and this is episode 31. This is our 31st adventure. We're excited to be here. We're coming to you live on twitch.tv/IngloriousBards every Tuesday, 7 p.m. Pacific time. You can also catch our videos on YouTube, and we are available on every single podcast platform known to mankind. A quick shout out to one of our patrons, Timu Sari. Thank you so much for supporting the show, and we always appreciate the support. And anyone else who wants to help us out, it's always appreciated at patreon.com/IngloriousBars. There's a ton of bonus content going up there every week. And without further ado, let's get a recap. That's fitting for this one.
That's what it feels like.
Yeah, let's get a recap of what happened last adventure from Jeremy.
The Tainted Waters. It was tense as Captain Mad Eyes sailed us all to the Isle of the Undead. It is an island that was full of zombies, so much so that they were falling off of the actual land itself into the water. Undead everywhere. There was a lot of tension between the defenders and the captain about the fact that he may abandon us and that they weren't going to support us or help us in any way. And it came to almost to blows when Sildren dropped a feather and anchored the ship to the spot for a full day to make sure that they wouldn't leave without us. With that, there was some daring heroics as the entire crew went in on a leaky dinghy boat and made it all the way up to shore. That Xander built a stone wall to get past a whole bunch of the zombies on the shore to make it into the Tower of Scourgeonar, which is where they were pursuing in the middle of the island. There was an awesome moment where we were all in kind of a phalanx format and firing off and blockading our way through. But we made it into the tower. After Yathane identified a dead body of a half-elf that was actually of the order that Sildren is from, we went in and found not a lot else except for a massive amount of destruction where there was a holy symbol that used to be there, and there were a goo of stars on the wall. We found prisoners hanging in a cage who had said that they had been kept there by some other horrible being. As we descended further down the stairs, we made our way down to the bottom, again looking for something to help us take care of Captain Jagged, to see if we could find an artifact that would help bring him mortal and bring him to ruin in the end. Instead, what we encountered was a frosty night with massive cold powers, a giant zombie who's cranking a gear, opening up a door into a bottom room, and then descending like a horrible shadow cloud from the sky, Raineth appeared and charged half of us with lightning. That's where we paused everything. That's where we left off, and that, as far as I know, is where we are stuck. So from there, let's let the adventure begin.
Master Yaru sits on a padded floor within the Temple of the Three Winds. After much contemplation, he opens his eyes and looks out across the mountain range where his temple rests. Another monk, a white-furred catfolk, walks past a dozen students practicing their combat stances in slow motion. This monk trainer walks past hanging lanterns and takes the red wooden steps to the meditation room where Master Yaru sits. The monk stands at the entrance as chimes lightly dance in the wind. Master Yaru rises and addresses his student.
Oh, good morning, Tarai. It is unexpected to see you here so early. Don't you have a clarity practices to master?
That is exactly what brings me here, Master Yaru. I have heard from others that you are planning to leave the temple on some distant journey.
It's true.
Yet, I am still in need of your guidance in my training. I cannot complete my final trial to become a master myself if you are busy preparing for a journey.
This is also true.
Then you will stay?
I will not. To be clear, I will be leaving the temple before the sun sets this day.
You're leaving today? But that will ruin my chance to become a master this season.
I understand that, but there are forces at work. I have had a grave premonition, a feeling of dread that is trying to reach our world. It is a dark force that has been set in motion far to the west.
You're leaving just because of a feeling?
Calm yourself, Tarai. Find your center. Know that my visions have yet to lead me astray, and this feeling of dread is strong. Something powerful is out there. The balance will be shifted if I do nothing. Perhaps shifted too far, and Verenn may topple.
Tarai points to the dozen young students practicing their dance-like movements out in the training yard. But you have commitments to the temple here. You have commitments to me. You said you would be there to guide me into becoming a master like yourself.
Your training will be delayed, this is true. But let us not forget the purpose of the Temple of Three Winds. We are not here for glory or ambition. Where there is chaos, we show focus and clarity. We bring strength where there is weakness, and show heart when times are dark. And most of all, we bring balance to the world. I see a journey, my journey, to a city on the coast. If I can make the difference in holding back this evil that I feel in my heart, then I will give everything I have to stop it.
The wind blows across the training yard. The students call out a strike in unison as they move as one. Tarai's face still shows his frustration.
Now, if you will excuse me, I must prepare. There is a path ahead whose end I cannot see, yet I must still take.
The Castle of the Storm, once home to King Phaon 2 decades ago, is now the home to Senator Kethad. Beneath this once stately fortress lies a series of twisting maze-like tunnels and catacombs. It is within these dark tunnels that some of Navarre's most honorable people gather, the rat folk called Ysoki. Some 50 of these Ysoki have quickly gathered around a young swordsman who picks up his sword from an old chest and cinches it to his belt. An older Ysoki comes up and puts his paw gently on the young swordsman's shoulder. It seems you have made up your mind, Piercy.
That I have.
It is safer for you to stay here with us in the tunnels. Outside, up there, the Senate will have you killed if they find you trying to help.
I know that, Father, but I must know, if their rumors are true, if King Phaon still live, if there is even a chance to help our king take back his throne, then I must fight.
We have served the king for many years, but these stories about the king's return are just that, the stories. Our fight is not up there. Down here is where we belong. These tunnels are our home. Piercy looks around at the dozens of his brothers and sisters huddled around him in the underground chamber.
I will fight for my king, and I will fight for Navarre. I will fight to keep Verenn safe from men like this Senator Kethad. I will fight so that our home, these tunnels, will always be safe for us.
A stillness fills the tunnel. Piercy's father walks over to a small dresser and pulls out a folded piece of clothing. He carefully places it over Piercy's head and brushes off the dust. The young swordsman looks down at the bright blue tabard of King Phaon's heraldry.
Oh, but father, this is your tabard, and then you were with the king's personal guard. I cannot even...
Take it and make me proud, Piercy.
I will, father. If the king is out there, I will find him and fight for what is good and right in this world.
Piercy hugs his father goodbye, as well as each of his many siblings, before heading up the tunnel to the world of Verenn above. At the Landberry home, a sanctuary for the Order of the Vigilant in Mirskan, Sir Brenros dabs his quill into ink before writing his letter.
My queen, I write to you with good news. King Phaon has retaken the throne of Navarre. It was a difficult victory that came at some price, but Navarre is stronger now, and the king is grateful for the assistance of Calavier. I know my quest was to destroy the chalices taken from your hall before they fell into the wrong hands, and that your wisdom and patience in having me stay to aid King Phaon has brought peace back to Navarre. It has been months since I have last seen home. It has been too long since my eyes have seen the spires of Canabrin, or I felt the honor stones of the Order beneath my feet. Yet, there is more work to be done here out in the West. There is a group of champions I have allied with who have not only helped King Phaon, but have stood up against a rising darkness that is plaguing these lands. I see the fate of not only Navarre and Calavier, but all of Verenn will soon be at stake. It is my duty to fight alongside these men and women and keep the good people of Verenn from being swallowed into darkness. Know that all I do for the glory of Calavier and for the honor of my queen, and hope to return to my homeland someday soon. May Solene bless us all. Sir Brenros, Aldramain.
A squire knocks on the door. Sir Brenros, the half-elf and gnome are ready at the gate, and I have your supplies packed on your horse for your trip south to Thave. Brenros seals the letter, hands it to the squire, and picks up his sword and shield.
Tell them I'm ready.
Outside a tavern in the city of Mirskan, the halfling thief Palik brushes past a homeless kid begging for food. She strolls into the tavern, looking for the man she was asked to meet. She stops and frowns as she recognizes the old catfolk waving from a table.
You? You're the one who asked to meet me here? Look, old man, you're nice enough, but I told you before that I can't help you.
Hold on. Just a moment. Before you go, hear me out, my halfling friend.
I know what you're gonna say. You've come on a great mission.
A quest.
You're here to save the city.
And perhaps the world.
Palik swipes a tankard of ale off the bar before anyone notices. She taps a guy's shoulder sitting at a table and swipes a roll of bread and some bacon off his plate. She takes a bite of the bread before stuffing it down her tunic and sitting next to the old monk.
But saving the world, that's just not my style. I don't do things like that. That's just not me.
That is not what I have heard from the people of this city. They say you have...
That I've what? Joined up with a band of heroes to help the city? Well, I did, and we tried, and we failed. People died. Good people died. Under the city in some temple trying to find treasure and protect the city. I lost all my friends. They're dead now or long gone. Grand adventures and noble deeds. That's not me. I'm not a hero, and there's nothing you can say to convince me to join you on this quest.
I have coin.
Well, why didn't you say so? Palik the Adventurer is at your service. There's no danger we can't face or challenge we can't overcome. Let's get going and talk about that coin.
The thief and old monk head out of the tavern and discuss a danger in the pits in Mirskan. As she walks past the beggar boy outside, Palik quickly hands him the bread roll and bacon hidden beneath her tunic before anyone sees. Master Yaru notices this out of the corner of his eye and says to himself,
There's more of a hero inside of you than you know.
Lightning lashes out, striking half the heroes in the group. Palik, Piercy, and Sildren are struck by violent chain lightning that leaves them on the brink of collapse. The raven, Yathane, lies dying on the ground with sparks still cascading across her body. The evil shadow, Raineth, descends from the stonework above with electricity crackling between his fingers. Master Yaru is paralyzed between two thin undead monstrosities. A huge zombie on the far side of the chamber cranks at a device, slowly opening a dome in the ceiling above, where already a walking corpse has fallen into your evil chamber. Sildren shakes his head, his body scorched from Rainus' blast of lightning.
Sildren? Sildren, are you okay?
No, definitely not.
Everyone's looking really bad.
I know.
Master Yaru can't move.
I know.
There's zombies raining from above.
I know.
Sildren, things are looking pretty bad.
I know.
Raineth floats to the ground, his white eyes flashing through the web of shadows that is his face. He closes in on the heroes with ice forming in his hands. You have come to stop me from waking my lord, but once again you are too late. My lord grows ever closer to rising from his slumber.
What do we do now, Sildren?
And as Skordrenar nears his awakening, my own power grows ever stronger.
Working on a plan.
The great awakening will soon be upon us all.
I hope it's a good plan.
Raineth glares at Sildren, the ice growing stronger in his hands. I slew a fool of a druid outside this tower and thought it to be you. I will rectify that mistake now, once and for all.
Oh, maybe we should try running.
No, it's too late for that now.
We came here looking for a way to hurt the undead sea captain, and now we're squaring to go off against this shadow guy.
Brenrose, you had word with Renet's master when you had met him before. Any suggestions?
Stand. Fight.
I will have your bodies broken before me and show your corpses as an omen of this world's fate.
Okay. I say we put it to a vote. What do you say, Master Yaru? Stay here and fight?
Yaru stands completely paralyzed and silent between two undead.
Okay, that's one abstain, which counts as a vote to run.
There's nowhere to go. There are the dead in here and the dead up there. If I choose to die with my sword in my hand.
And lightning up your ass.
Yeah, I'm okay with the ass thing. Hey, be strong, everyone. We fight for our asses.
That's good enough for me.
All right, here is our situation, boys and girls. We have a battle on our hands. We are picking up exactly where we left off last adventure. And I mean exactly. We're continuing on in the initiative order. I had contemplated resetting, as this is a new moment. I've done that in the past. But with the frickin' Raineth, he would probably end up at the top of the initiative and go again. So I'm like, no, we're going to just let it ride. So what we have is this wide, long, what is it, octagonal chamber. There are some C formation stone structures in the middle with some red lights in them. Anyone watching the video, you can get a good view of this on the battle map. In the middle around these stone sections, we have three heroes. We have Yaru, we have Xander in an elemental form. So you're like on fire and everything, right, Xander?
Yeah, I'm huge.
Okay.
I'm a full medium-sized fire elemental.
So it's huge being like 5 feet tall.
I'm double my size.
Only
I've
time
never
Xehanort
been so
says it's
big.
Huge.
And then maybe 15, 20 feet away from, and right next to them are these 2 undead creatures that had paralyzed Master Yaru, called Morgs. And not too far away from that middle group is also Sir Brenros. He's not quite there, but he's close. Just beyond some rubble, maybe another 20, 30 feet away from Brenros to the west is the other half of the group, and that is Sildren, Palik, and Piercy, and they are squaring off against Raineth. To the far east of this chamber is a big meaty zombie. That is the name I have given him. He's a big old meaty zombie, and he is cranking away slowly at this machine that has cables, chains that go up to the ceiling. And about 60, 70 feet above is this dome that there's this a slit of light, and daylight's coming through just a bit. And up above is the island that you've just descended on, the island that was swarming with undead. And one of those undead has fallen, smashed into the ground, and is slowly rising. So that is our situation right now. We are going to jump back into this. I wish everyone the best. The only change we've had in combat from the last adventure is that everyone did get a chance to refresh their hero points as the game system allows, but all hit points, spells, and everything is still carrying over from the previous adventure. So first up are the Morgs. These are the 2 guys in the middle of the map next to Master Yaru and Xander, one of which is going to immediately swipe at Xander.
No!
With a 30 to hit.
Ooh, actually, let me see if that does.
Because you have your new elemental form.
Yeah, so I've got a 19 plus my levels. That's 28. Dang it! No, that does hit.
All right, that's a hit. He does 17 points of slashing as he rakes you with his claw.
Ow.
And grabs onto you with his second action.
Is he already grabbing onto Yaru?
No, Yaru was just flat up paralyzed.
Oh.
They did some sweet paralyzing tongue action with this long, forked, nasty, rotting tongue. Xander, I got a 25 on his last action to swipe at you. I believe that's a miss.
That is a miss.
All right. The other one is also swiping at you, Xander. They are not excited about this fire elemental that's coming up.
Oh,
that is a 27 to hit.
Still misses. Like he hits me,
Keep it up.
but he goes through the flame. Like
Oh no! You've been grabbed, so it would be plus to your flat-footed, so it's 29.
That's a hit then.
Okay, you've been hit for 15 points of slashing damage.
Dang it!
Then the creature moves and charges towards the next mortal-looking target it can see. As far as it's concerned, you're a pet of someone, and moves towards Sir Brenros with its second action, and then strikes at Sir. No! It is going to try
you
to
can't change your mind.
It's going to try to reach out and touch you with its tongue, Sir Brenros.
Oh
I assure you, this is
God.
totally fine, and don't worry your pretty little head.
Get away from the tongue. Stay away from the tongue.
It has a multiple attack penalty and it rolled poorly. Got a 19 to try to tongue Brenros.
It tongue shield.
Like sandpaper on the thing. Now, finally, the heroes get to act, and bravely, Master Yaru does nothing. Locked, your body cannot move. Your eyes are darting around. You can't even speak. Your body's locked up in paralysis. Your turn is over, but you can make a game-changing roll by making a fortitude saving throw right now.
Okay.
It's this or nothing, and
You're
then
good. It's this and a hero point.
I know what my number I have to hit is, so cross your fingers, people.
Needs a 27.
Okay.
don't roll a 2.
It's this or a hero point.
Let's use.
Can't get worse than a 2, right?
Can't get worse than a 2.
We're using a hero point.
Famous last words. You can do it.
I'm using a hero point.
Look.
I didn't think I'd
Look.
have to, but here we go.
We're all counting on you.
Oh, come on. A waste of a hero point. 22, unfortunately.
22 is a failure. The only shining silver lining is that difficulty number now drops one for the next turn. You
Okay.
are still locked in paralysis. Next up is the fire elemental, Xander.
Come on, Xander.
All right, Xander is going to run away. Good luck, Yoru. Xander is flying towards the meaty zombie
Okay.
at the far east. I've got a speed of 50, and I will take every action it takes to get to him.
50.
Yeah, I'm fire elemental, and I'm tall.
Just don't get extinguished.
How close do you want to get to him? Punching?
Can I get to the machine?
You can get to the machine in 3 actions. You can get adjacent to him in 2 actions, or come up shy within 2 actions.
Oh my gosh, I can get adjacent to him in 2 actions?
Yes. So that's 2 actions. Right next to him is 2 actions. Next to the machine is a little too far.
Ooh, I don't know how. I mean, I assume he's pretty meaty because he's meaty.
That's his name.
Let's do that. So Xander's gonna run up as the fire elemental with his 2 actions,
Speeding across, leaving a fire trail briefly behind.
and with his 3rd action, I'm gonna use my elemental toss. Out of the form of my body, I'm just going to pull up a massive fire and force push it on him.
Rip out a section of yourself and
Eat my shoulder. And that is gonna be
add +2. He is not defending himself. He's working on the machine.
Should be
God.
+4, and he's meaty. Ooh.
38.
38 is a critical hit.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna deal him with
Oh,
Hello.
56 points of flame damage.
Yeah.
Wow.
56. You huge singe, big sections become lightly broiled. He has been burned, still standing though, as he is a meaty zombie. And your turn is done. It is immediately his turn. And I don't know if this is what you want or not, but he stops messing with the device and is now turning to deal with what just did all of that damage to him.
It's a good start.
I think
And-
that's good.
And now the room smells like a Burger King.
And he does the same thing you did. He reaches in and rips out a meaty section that's burned off and rips out muscle and sinew and uses it as a club to smash you with.
you
Gross!
take any damage for doing that? Seems like you
Nope.
should take some damage.
Nope.
Mhm.
36 to hit.
That hits!
Xander's been hit for 16 points of damage.
Ow!
How many hit points do you have left?
With the temporary ones that I've got, I'm sitting at 51 right now.
Okay. Take those 10 off and reduce your wounds by 10. So those 10 should go away first. He gets a second action to hit you. That's a 24 to hit.
That is not a hit. That'll
And
miss.
zombies don't get third action. That represents their overall slow speed. So
Aha!
he's done. Next up is a zombie that fell in from the sky. He has taken some significant damage and spends his turn standing up. He is doing nothing else this round. It is Piercy von Skeetenlever's turn. You're on the west side of this battlefield, maybe about 45, 50 feet away from Raineth right now.
Oh, that far. Okay. He's gonna start with some Bonmo then.
You're going to taunt the man.
Yeah. Hold on, I need to get to my good Bonmo lines. Hold on.
There's this
The ones you've been
briquette,
saving.
there's
Yeah.
this briquette silhouette against the pillar that you're next to. It's this Piercy-shaped little thing from the lightning blast.
Piercy looks over Palik and past the bird's charred and smoking body on the ground over at Raineth, and he locks eyes with him and he says, "You may have noticed I do not wear boots or shoes." Well, actually, he has boots on now. I do have some, but they are stuck up the asses of the last 2 people who decided to challenge me. I guess I'll just use my sword for you.
All right. Make a diplomacy roll versus his willpower save.
And
I like the pause in the eye.
Jesus.
Oh my god!
I'm gonna use a hero point.
Yeah, because you rolled a
'Cause I
4?
rolled a 4. 27.
27. He does not even listen to you in the slightest and is fixated on Sir Brenros and Sildren.
Okay.
What am I doing? How does he have two eyes going those different directions?
Very
He's a
creepy.
chameleon.
All right then.
Are you looking at me?
So he's gonna use 2 moves to tumble through and get on the opposite side of him.
All right, so you do a move to run, and then your last action is to do the tumble through, which gives you your full move and an acrobatics check versus his reflex save. This is a high level dude. Good luck.
Oh my gosh.
Throw those dice away.
Yeah.
I'm
Go to dice hell.
Pierce is panicking.
I'm not gonna use the arrow point.
You're gonna let it play.
Yeah, 24.
24. You do not tumble through. You smack into him and do not get your bonus to your panache. That was the goal, right? When you
That
tumble
was
through.
the goal.
All right, no panache for you, but you are at his feet, standing. Next up is Palik with 19 hit points remaining.
Yep.
Oh my god.
I would like to do two. I would like to move and then attempt to tumble behind Raina.
Okay, just like what Piercy tried to do.
Except for if I succeed, he's flat-footed.
All right.
Can you tag Sildren on the way so you can get a little healing?
Is Vital Beacon on?
No,
Oh yeah.
no. Like I could, but
That would take all his actions.
Not going to do that. Yeah, 38.
Wow.
38.
40.
Plus 2.
40. You're
Oh,
flanked.
40, yes. That's not to attack. That's to
That's
tumble
not to
through.
attack. That's
Oh,
just to tumble
38.
through. That is a success.
Okay. Oh god, I rolled a 4.
Four to strike.
4 to strike. Yes, I'm gonna use a hero point.
No,
Oh,
save it.
man.
They all
How's it
go.
going?
Yeah, no, just
luck.
to hell with it. A 29.
A 29. You swipe and cut nothing but shadow and do not actually hit him at all.
Man.
All the hero points you guys just
That's-
spent have bumped you just like 3 or 4 points only.
Yeah.
It's
And that's
terrible luck.
3 hero
Everything's been
points
less than
in the
a
first
9.
5 minutes.
Sildren, you see your smaller friends tumbling around the shadow, trying to get around him and struggling. What would you like to do?
A couple of things I'd like to make notes of first. Sir Brenrose has been cast Death Ward on him
Right.
from before, and I'd cast Resist Energy on somebody else. I forget who it was.
I thought it was Palik.
It was either Piercy, Palik, or myself. I'm not sure which one.
It wasn't on you. It was someone else.
Play the tape.
Did you put the effect on?
No, I
Put it in
don't.
the combat tracker?
I don't think it was Palik.
All right, so let's say Piercy then has, I believe it was Resist Cold.
Yes, Piercy has resist cold.
Okay.
Perfect. So in oh god,
And Sildren, you have 12 hit points remaining.
that's correct. Palik has 19. Piercy has 17.
Oh, let's not talk about it.
Use those fancy
You are
gloves!
you are also the sole focus of Raineth at the moment.
Was before he got surrounded by these little people.
Yeah. Okay, so I am going to do 2 things. I'm going to cast my top level heal on Piercy, and then I am going to touch myself.
Here.
So,
Right now?
yeah, right here, right. This seems like a good time. Okay, Piercy, you are healed for 71 points of damage.
Wow!
Thank you.
Nice.
Holy max rolls.
Massive heal.
Wow.
And then I
That's
heal
25% of a chain lightning.
myself for
What an asshole!
And the fingers go up.
And myself for 23 points of damage.
I mean, that's good too. That's good job. That's fine.
Well,
It's fine. He's tired.
23.
So sleepy.
All right. Sylvan.
And then Yathane has to make a death saving throw.
Correct.
Okay, please make it happen.
And that's just a flat roll.
11 or higher right now. She's a dying 1.
Okay, here we go. She is now at dying 2.
Dying 2 for Yathane.
No hero
Sir-
points, Chris?
No.
I'm just gonna put away my combat tracker and just listen to the oohs and ahs and
Ignorance is bliss.
ignorance is bliss. That's where I'm going.
Sir Brenros, you are the last hero to go before Rainith gets to take a turn.
Well, something needs to happen with a little Rainith. So, Brenros is going to charge away towards Rainith.
You're gonna ignore the slimy thing there.
I got to ignore the slimy thing.
Get him.
Okay, so to get there with that difficult terrain will take you, there's rubble in between, it would take you 2 actions to get there.
Typically. And it may still. But my elven boots say otherwise.
Okay, I stand corrected. Nice
Yeah.
elven boots.
My dwarven gut, however.
Freakish agility. He runs across this old knight in heavy armor.
Is that one action?
That is 1 action.
One action.
You are now at Rainus, toe-to-toe with Rainith.
Fantastic. I will have to take a slash at Rainith here. This will be an attack. Here we go. A 29. I'm not adjacent to anyone.
29, you swing and miss.
Swing and miss. Do I have Piercy and Palik adjacent to me?
Yes.
Presently? I will brace with a shield block.
Okay.
And there we go.
All
That is the
right.
end of my action.
Next up is Rainith.
Oh god.
It gets quiet.
Be afraid. Be very afraid. Let's see. That is good. Nope. We are going to go with some magic. I think magic is the order, but Sir Brenros just messed that up.
Ow.
Yeah.
There you go.
Brenros messes that up. Okay.
Keep doing it, Brenros.
I don't know what I'm doing!
Rainith turns to his side as this old knight comes running at him, and he has his hands with frost inside. He goes to cast the frost at you and then gets frustrated and goes, "Ah!" and stops and turns away from you, Sir Brenros, and instead turns his attention southwards towards Piercy and then Sildren beyond. And he lets loose a massive gout of frost that just like 50 fire extinguishers with razor sharp ice shards inside, also flying and bursting all over the place to those people to the south. And what I need is reflex saving throws from those 2 folks, Piercy and Sildren. You're gonna take a lot of damage.
Piercy's gonna use Charmed Light.
Woo!
Ooh, nice.
Ninja!
Natural 20, children!
20.
Children got a natural 20.
I take your ice.
Piercy's gonna use
I
Charmed
just saw
Light,
a lot of dice.
and before he rolls, just say that way he gets to roll. And now do a reflex saving throw instead.
And what does Charmed Life do?
Gives me a +2 to my roll.
All
But I have
right.
to call it before I roll. Reflex.
Come on, baby.
37.
37? You needed that Charmed Life, I'll tell you that much. But I don't know. You're still badly hurt, aren't you?
You got a massive heal from someone.
Oh, then this does
Yeah.
matter. Oh, okay.
And he has
when I have a success, it's a critical success.
Oh, take that, Tom!
Oh,
That's too critical.
Yeah.
He just burned a big level 5 spell and did no damage to Sildren, did no damage to Piercy, and puts Yathane into dying 3.
Does this mean?
That's how it feels.
Piercy's skating around like Elsa in Frozen, just like la la la.
Here I am.
Does this mean he critically failed?
I don't know. What's the power? Not traditionally, but what's your
Okay.
power?
I was thinking about opportunity riposte, but that actually takes a reaction, and I just used my reaction on Drum.
Okay,
so never mind.
Gotcha. Shoot. So that was to his last action. His shields quiver for just a moment. His shadows quiver, and he shields himself with the shield spell. It is the Morg's turn. The first one goes after Sir Brenros, taking 2 actions to climb over the rubble after you.
Would you like to borrow my elven boots?
And then it strikes at you with flanking because it has Raineth on the other side of you.
Mm-hmm.
It's got to do the tongue with a tongue attack of 30.
That will glance off my shield.
What's your armor class?
32.
Nice.
What was your last action that you did?
To raise my damn shield.
That saved your butt. He almost paralyzed you. Oh, all right. The other Morg is going to attack the paralyzed. Poor Yaru doesn't have it bad enough as it is. He is attacked with a absolutely flat-footed 34 to hit.
It does hit.
You are hit for 20 points of slashing damage.
Yeesh. Shake, walk it off.
And Xander, before I continue with that, Xander, you need to make a choice. You need to take 20 points of slashing damage or lose 1 hero point because you moved out of your spot while you were grabbed last turn.
I'm gonna lose a hero point.
All right. You heroically are able to twist out of the grasp and do your last turn. I just remembered that.
Thank God you had a hero point.
Then the Morg chases after you, Xander, and you were way faster than it was. So it's moving to the west, and it can't quite get to you this turn. It needs to stop you. Master Yaru still frozen, unable to do anything. What is this, your 3rd or 4th turn this whole battle of nothing?
3rd time. Or
Your-
this is my
Way to rub it in,
second
Tom.
round.
I know. And you're
third
getting
time doing
clawed.
this.
You're seeing your friends scatter, cries for help, spells cast. Your turn is over. You are completely paralyzed. But at the end of your turn, you can make a DC 26. What is it? Fortitude saving throw.
Okay.
Come on, man. You can do it.
Thank you.
Come back to us. Woo! A 33.
Okay.
33.
Ooh, there
I would like to note any fortitude success is a critical success.
Is a critical success, then you have a +3 versus any future paralyzing effects during this battle.
I was paralyzed 2. Have I broken out of all of it or just 1?
All of the paralyzing is gone.
So Yaru doesn't move, but he breaks out. And how far away is Raineth?
Raineth is 55 feet away. But your turn is over.
My turn is over. Okay, thank you.
Your turn is over. But you are now free.
Okay.
Hey, Yaru, you done resting?
We really could use you.
My jaw hurts a little bit, but I'm okay. I'm ready.
Instead, Yaru continues to pretend he's paralyzed because this is not going well. Xander, far away from all of his friends. You are isolated on the far east. You're next to this meaty zombie, next to the cranking device, and you have a Morg closing in on you next turn. You're in elemental form. What do you want to do?
So, quick question. Can I move on the other side of the zombie to put a straight line from the zombie to the Morg that's also chasing me? Or is the device in the way so I can't get
No,
to it?
it's not that big of a device. Yes, you can. That's one action. Hold on. Let me check if he has any sweet reactions, though, to
'Cause-
smash you.
That would be bad.
No, he does not. He is not trained in that kind of stuff. Yeah, you move right around him.
I move right around him and I cast lightning bolt.
To catch this zombie and the Morg behind him about 50, 60 feet.
Correct. I fired as hard as I can.
All right, they have to make reflex saving throws.
Reflex saving throws. Because of this, I'm casting a spell, so I will melt my form back down. I no longer stay in elemental form when I cast spells.
Okay.
And so as Xander form gets really small and really, really sharp with that lightning shooting out.
All right. The meaty zombie, not known for his reflex saves,
Yeah.
he gets a +9. He got a total of 15.
That is a fail.
Is it a fail or critical
It's a critical fail. My DC
So he
is
takes-
27.
He takes double damage. And then we have the Moarg behind it, is not nearly as slow with a 24.
That is still a fail.
Ooh.
So
Go Xander.
should I roll the whole critical and then?
No,
cut it
you
in
roll
half,
1 damage. It applies to both.
and then the zombie gets double.
The meaty zombie gets doubled.
So we'll just double it up for him. Yeah! That's a little teeny roll for 21 damage of lightning. So 21 lightning damage, which means the zombie gets 42 electrical damage.
The answer to everything.
Man, you have lit him up with fire. You've now lit him up with nasty electricity. He is absolutely still standing, though, but you were zapping him like crazy, and you're done. That was a big, huge blast. You guys
Yeah.
hear a crack of lightning and thunder echoing through this chamber.
Palik flinches.
She knows what that feels like.
Yeah, the lightning that's happening on both sides of the chamber.
She puckers.
Yeah.
The meaty zombie rips out an electrified section of its meat from its thigh and strikes at you with that, Xander. Oh, that was almost a super big roll. That is a 26 to hit.
It still hits because I'm Xander sized.
Xander, 21 points of meat bludgeoning damage.
I always have to do the math in my head when I add the wounds here. That's 59.
You're getting down to 30 hit points left remaining. With his last action, the good news is he does not strike you with that. Instead, he uses his free hand and starts cranking that device, which creates another zombie drops from the ceiling.
A question.
Yes.
What's the name of this map called? Because I accidentally closed it. Which one do I need to open?
Tower 3A Dead Island.
Tower 3A Dead
Got
Island.
it. Thank you. Got it.
And another zombie drops from the ceiling above. It is now on your map.
Why are there more zombies? Tim says, opening the new map.
And that zombie is spending its turn rising. However, there was another zombie that arrived last turn, and it is moving in towards the nearest person it can find, which is Palik, but it takes both of its actions to get right behind you, Palik, and it cannot do a thing. Piercy!
Ah!
What you got?
Oh, what is Piercy gonna do?
I hope the Oracle gave you some good news.
I'm trying to think of a way to get panache, but there's no good way for Piercy to get panache at the moment. He's just gonna start swinging. So, here we go. A short sword. 32.
34.
4.
34. He has his shield on. That does not matter. You connect with Raineth. The first blow, I believe, to connect with Raineth.
There we
Nice.
go.
Excellent. Excellent.
34 with 8 points of damage.
With 8 points of damage, hold
Take him
on.
down. Oh, no.
Computing. Computing. You do no damage at all to him.
Okay, and one of those is fire. That matters.
One is fire.
Well, one of the dice. It doesn't break it out. From
Yes, it does. It says fire equals 2. You do 2 points of damage.
Oh. All right. Oh, hey, it did a little something there. I try again. So second swing, 16.
16 is no good.
Not gonna waste a hero point on that. Third action, raise shield.
You have a buckler
I have
on
my
your
buckler.
shoulder. Yeah, on your arm. We don't use that often. All right.
Brenros scowls at you. What is this?
Percy just looks like, it's this. I like it this, yeah.
Palik, it is your turn. You have Raineth in front of you and a wounded zombie behind.
Sure do. I will strike at Raineth with my rapier.
+2, as he
With
is
a 29.
29. You stab and miss.
I will do it again with a 28.
28 is a stab and miss.
And I'll turn around and strike that zombie
All right.
with a 25.
25 is a critical hit.
Oh my.
There you go.
37 points of damage to.
You have immediately slain that zombie by piercing right through its head and pulling your rapier out with black bloody goo and whipping the gore off.
Perfect.
Done. Sildren.
Sparing a glance for Yathane, he looks at the rest of the party, reaches his hand out towards Palik, and casts a level 4 heal for her.
Love you, buddy.
Healing her 50 points of damage.
Nice.
Oh,
Nice.
these are life-changing heals.
Yeah.
And then I will think about myself and cast Vital Beacon.
On yourself to heal.
Yes.
All right.
Which will be... It's a little weird to have to find because once I cast it, it's gone from the bar. That's not going to be it. It's going to be 16.
Don't you get any bonuses?
Oh yeah, +2 for the staff, so 18.
All right, Sir Brent.
And then actually, Palik and Piercy are both +2 beyond where you were before.
Because he has a healing staff in his hand.
Yeah, so
Okay.
16. So that's actually 20 because I didn't get my other 2 from before either.
Okay.
So
20?
Not just +2 for you.
yeah,
Yourself and myself.
I'm healing a total of 20 this time.
Be selfish about it.
Sir Brenros.
Brenros makes sure to point out you're
Oh,
still in
hold
the
on.
path of all the
Yathane.
ice shards.
Yathane has to make a death saving throw.
Yathane needs to make a dying saving. This is a 13 or higher.
Yeah,
It gets.
and that'll be a 3.
God, that was so close.
Okay, so she's dying 4.
Stand by.
She was only dying 2 last time.
No,
No.
Okay.
because she got hit by the cone of cold.
Oh, that's balls.
Balls. Stand by. Stand by. It's in my thing here somewhere. There we go. Dying. Your dying condition increases by 1 or 10. She needed to get a 13 or higher. What does she roll?
3.
She has critically failed. She adds 2
I will
to
use
her.
a hero point.
I'll allow it.
Oh my God.
Could you burn your hero point to bring her back?
Nah.
Only have 1 left?
No, I had both, but
Yeah.
but yeah. All right, so re-rolling. 16. Well, it did it not show up. It probably
Did
didn't
not
show up.
show. All right.
Come on.
Alright.
Come on, come on.
Come on.
Oh no!
A 2 was rolled.
Yathane, Raven of Sildren, is no more. She has passed away from her wounds from Raineth.
Oh my God.
There's a bit of a blood curdling, not scream exactly, but just a pretty horrific sound coming of Sildred, resultant of feeling the connection Theophane snap. Yeah.
Sir Brenros.
Sir Brenros. Turns about to the Moarg and slashes.
The creature, the thin creature, trying to lick you from behind.
Yes. Boom. 35 to hit.
That's gotta be good. Yeah, that's a hit.
35. Damage is 12 points.
Not a lot. What type of damage is it? It really matters.
Slashing, all of it.
Okay, all of it goes through, all 12.
All
Nice.
12.
It does not seem to do a lot of all of it goes through, but it's got some health.
It's got some health. All right. We'll take it to a second round. Another slash comes out. And a 16 is probably not going
16,
to
total
connect.
miss.
Total miss. A quick check of health to those around me. Looking good, looking good. Then that shield needs to come up again. So raising the shield.
Shield is raised. It is Raineth's turn. Raineth, you see for the second time this day, lightning crackle around his fingers. Jeremy's already shaking his head and grateful he's on the other side of the battlefield. And Raineth lets loose and blasts at Palik just next to him with chain lightning. That lightning, where's it at? Sorry, spells. Chain lightning does 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Huge amounts of electricity damage goes blasting out. I need you to make a reflex saving throw. Palik.
Not a natural one.
No.
Do you need a
anybody-
point?
I do.
Okay.
I will give you one.
Oh, Jesus.
Jeez.
Let Xander do it.
It's coming.
Fucking
What?
Another natural one rolled. Oh, Jesus.
Oh my god.
You take double the damage. The damage was 45 electrical. You take 90 electrical damage, Palik.
Holy crap.
Oh my god.
Are you out?
I'm out, yeah.
You are out. You are dying, and because you went out with a critical, you are dying level 2.
Sure am.
Palik drops instantly, but the electrical nightmare is not done. It then bounces off of Palik and at poor Piercy. Piercy, make a reflex saving throw.
Aren't I closer?
His choice.
God, it's his choice? That's even worse.
I'm going to use Charmed Life again. I get to use it once per turn as a
It burns your reaction. Okay,
reaction.
cool.
Yeah. So here we go. Reflex save.
Whoa.
32.
32. I know the answer, but I'm just double checking. 32 is a fail.
God.
You take 45 points of electrical damage, but you have resistance to electricity of some level.
I have resistance to cold right now.
Cold.
Yeah, it was energy. You got
Yeah.
to choose.
Oh, did you resist? No, you didn't. You didn't take any damage
Yeah, I
from the cold
resisted.
before. Okay.
I resisted it
You
quite
take
well.
45 points of you're still standing, aren't you?
Yeah, I'm still
He
standing.
was super healed, yeah.
All right. And then that electricity bounces not towards Sir Brenros as Raineth looks at you and is able to guide the spell intentionally away from you, Brenros, and south towards Sildren. Sildren, you need to make a reflex saving throw.
Sure.
There's a special place in hell for this fool.
32.
32, and you are blasted with a massive amount of 45 points of electrical damage.
God, tell me you're still up.
Okay. That's leaving me with 10.
10 hit
Still
points.
standing.
And Raineth moves away from the group and steps about 15 feet away.
Does anyone have a?
No, there's only one person ever in this party that ever had your action. He's off guarding a stupid capital somewhere.
Yes, Raineth is done.
Right.
Next up are the Moargs. There's one right next to you, Sir Brenros. Your shield is down, I believe, this turn.
My
No, you raised it?
raised my shield.
Oh, all right. It will go ahead and claw at you from without getting the flanking bonus. That is a 31.
Ooh.
Oh, it would have if Raineth had not moved away. Stupid master. So that's a miss. It then claws again with a -5 though. 34 to hit.
34 will connect.
And gets a 22 points of slashing damage on you, Sir Brenros.
22 points will drop to 7 from the shield, and I will take 3 of those points.
Cool. You're doing your big
Takes the
shield
remainder.
block.
Yes, the shield block.
And then it will do its last action to grab you for free. You are now immobilized.
Okay.
There is another Moarg. This one's on the east side, closing in on Xander. Xander, you are no longer in elemental form, right?
Correct.
Let's do a little bit of that. Get you back to Xander mode.
Did the Morg take its fire damage its last round? Because it got lashed by the elemental from last week.
Oh, I see it right there. You're absolutely right. I'm sorry. It took 1 point of damage and got rid of it. So, 1 point of damage. Good catch, though. I'm removing that. I'm adding 1 more point of damage. That Moarg is now running as fast as it can towards you next to the device. Xander gets right next to you. Cannot get flanking, though, because you got your back up against the wall, but you're toe-to-toe with the meaty and the Moarg. And that's 2 actions. Its last action is to claw with a 30.
That hits. Dang
And
it.
Xander, you've been taking some damage. I think you're dropping soon. 18 points of slashing damage.
Good God. That is 12 left, so that's what, 60? I don't know, man. What's the math? 67.
You have 12 left.
77.
12 left. All right, next up, let's just go ahead and skip Master Yaru. Xander, go ahead. Just kidding, just kidding. Master Yaru has entered the battle.
Can I close the other side of Raineth in 2 actions?
What's your move speed?
45.
Ooh, that is
Ignore the difficult terrain.
What's that?
Ignore it.
Why?
Because I have a climb speed of 10 feet. And that
No, it still
matters,
hits
does it
you.
not?
Still hits you with difficult terrain.
I'm
But
a cat.
you can get there in 2 actions. That is a fast speed.
Thank you.
You scramble over the rubble, you run past your friends, and you are right in Raina's face.
On the other side of where I wanted to be, just to be clear.
No, yeah, I want to be on the other side of him.
On the other side of him?
Yeah.
You were there. You cannot get. You can get to the bottom of him, the south side or the east side.
Okay, that's fine.
Okay.
Yeah, that works because they can come over and. I'm going to do that in 2 actions. I'm going to use my last action to strike at him with a key flurry of blows.
Cheat.
Nope. It's KI key. Let's get that finalized.
I'm on your side, Alistair.
Yeah, it's not that hard, people. Did I do it? I did 1. Okay. I'm sorry. Let's do that. And we're going to do a flurry.
This does bonus chance to hit.
So that's a 24, not a 23. I'm not. No, it doesn't hit though. Oh, damn. God damn it with my rolls. A 24 and a 19, unfortunately.
Ooh, swing. You punch and punch. You miss, but you have set up some possible flanking for your friends, hopefully. Xander, badly wounded, isolated on the far side of the eastern battlefield, surrounded by 2 undead. What are you going to do?
Ask a question to start with. How high is the ceiling that the chain is cranking up the thing to?
60 feet.
How big is the chain?
How big is the chain?
Is it chain? It's just normal chain links? It's a big chain, a little chain?
No, it's maybe volleyball in diameter.
All right, so it's hefty. It's a hefty chain.
Yeah.
Not a Harbor
Cool.
Freight chain.
Cool. Xander casts elemental motion, and I blast out of my hands fire straight up in the sky. And when I am up at the 30 feet, I take my immovable rod and stick it into the chain.
Yes.
That is the best.
Xander, get a hero point for that.
Yes.
Wow.
That is the best.
Totally unexpected. Xander, you fly up, you pull out the rod and put it inside. And yeah, so it was one to cast, one to move, or are those one action? I can't remember.
It's so the first one. It's the one action because I'm flying as the speed.
Okay, so you have one more action left. You're 30 feet above the zombies, and don't forget your hero point.
No, I'm sorry. The elemental motion. It's 2. That's a 2 action. So it's cast, move.
Okay,
And then
place. All right.
place the thing. Yeah.
Wow, Xander is done. The meaty zombie cannot attack you in any way, and cranks twice furiously on the device and cannot in any way move it whatsoever and wastes his turn. Nice. One of the fallen zombies is going, and he is moving towards the chaos of the group on the west-hand side, but cannot get there in any way yet. Piercy, what are you up to?
Piercy, just because he needs to get some panache going on, he does some sort of like fight dance, twirl, jump, tumble, 10 feet over to Palik, and makes an acrobatics roll.
What do you, I don't understand what you're doing.
I'm moving to Palik, but I'm doing it in a very fancy swashbuckler way.
So why are you moving to Palik, may I ask?
Oh, you can see.
Oh, okay.
The dance.
You're moving to Palik. You're gonna need something more swashbuckly than dancing around.
Okay, how about this? All right, never mind. Skip that then. I just moved to Palik.
Okay.
Erase. I moved to Palik and I dropped my sword, my short sword on the ground, and I put my white gloved hands on Palik. And you see the gloves begin to like turn like brown and red and just blood stained as Palik begins to heal 46 plus 15 points of damage.
Healer's gloves. All right.
Oh, 4d6. I thought you said 46.
Yeah. It gives her 24.
24 hit points to Palik. Palik, you blink, you start to see the world around you again, and you lose your dying levels. They're all wiped out, but you do gain the wounded one status.
Hey, Palik, you okay?
I am now, little buddy. Thank you.
Okay, let's fight, yeah.
Hell yeah.
And with the last action, now Piercy wants to like do some swashbuckle parkour, jump off the rush over towards Yaru, jump up above Yaru's head off of this column, and then bounce back onto the opposite side of Reyna.
Whoa, all right. That's going to be a challenging, make an acrobatics 32.
39.
39. That is a silly, unnecessary, ridiculously acrobatic move, and you pull it off perfectly. Flipping over rain as you land on the other side, you have gained your panache, ready for some bonus damage on your next turn.
Correct.
And you healed a friend, which is perfectly timed because she goes next.
wait.
Fantastic.
But he knocked me down, so don't I change
Initiative.
Initiative.
Yes.
I really didn't want to bring that up, but
No, that's
in
good.
all
You
honesty.
did.
Always the rule follower.
Yep.
Oh,
Silver.
yep.
Piercy, you had something else?
I hate to bring it up too, but I did drop my sword to heal Palik.
Oh, shit.
So now I have to, I guess, spend an action to pick it back up.
If you want to go back and undo that that flip thing, yeah.
Otherwise, I don't have a weapon.
You will. You will
just-
by your next turn.
Okay, all right.
Describe. Hold on. Go back because I didn't hear that part. Describe your setup when you went to healer.
I dropped my sword to put my hands with the healing gloves on her.
Does he
Because-
need
because
to
it
drop
took you
the sword
action.
to do that? Is the question, I guess.
Like
Yeah,
my
does he
buckler
need
is
both
always
hands?
always on my
No,
forearm.
you only need one hand to do that,
Yeah, you
There you
don't
go.
need both
Very good.
and your buckler does not take a hand. It's a small mini, like a
Right.
big dinner plate on your
Right.
shoulder, on your arm. So yeah, you have your sword. You're
In
good.
Piercy's case, it is a dinner plate on his arm.
Actually, a dinner
All right, Sildren with 10 hit points.
Oh, I so tempted to just disregard healing at the moment and unleash the power of my god on Raineth, but yeah, I think that's what I'm going to do. So
Yeah.
I'm going to go take a few steps towards him.
I can heal myself. Go for it.
And just fury, anger, many emotions going through Sildren as he extends his hand. Parts the power of Keth and casts Searing Light.
You get +2 due to your anger at the loss of Yathane.
It'll be a whopping 29.
With a 29, you blast Searing Light and
I'm
almost hit your
going
friends.
to use my last hero point.
And try to re-angle it back towards Raineth.
And good luck.
And 25. So,
25 is a miss.
awesome. So awesome.
Brenros, you have a morgue still by your side, and you've got Raineth about 15, 20 feet away.
I believe he's more than by my side. I believe he's invading my personal space.
That's
With a
every way
grab.
possible.
Oh, that's right. He does have you grabbed.
So I will need to dislodge myself from him. What do I need for that?
Make a athletics roll would be best for you.
Athletics.
Athletics versus his athletics.
27.
You fail.
Oh, I fail.
Oh, jeez.
You can try again, but I believe it has a missed attack penalty to it.
Can you verify that?
Checking. This is the escape. It is considered an attack. Yes, so it'll be -5 to try again. You can still do whatever you want. You just cannot move. You can still attack or cast or whatever you want to do.
Okay,
Yeah, stab it
so
while it's hanging on to you.
if I attack, is it at that -5? I imagine so then.
Yes.
I will attack
Okay.
using the second. Is a 20.
Balls.
That's not going to make anything. Am I still able to raise a shield?
Sure can.
Then I will brace with a shield.
All right. You brace with your shield. Palik, conscious, lying on the ground. What are you doing?
Well, first of all, I will kip up
For free?
for free.
Sweet.
Nice. And then let's think about it. Standing, let's all take our time.
I'm going to move on the other side of this piece of shit morgue and do a couple of attacks. with my rapier. Am I flanking?
You certainly are.
Yes.
38.
38 on the morgue is being checked. Boop, 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 boop. Is a critical hit.
Nice, there you go.
Fuck that damage.
So 51 points of damage.
51 is huge.
Wow.
With a huge pierce with your rapier, you pierce it's a very narrow, thin, spindly undead creature. What few organs it has, you do pierce a bad one and it does this big gasp. But it is still alive.
Well, I'll use my last action to try to
Come on,
some more.
Yeah!
A 36.
36 is a hit.
$25 points of piercing damage.
And you stab it in the same section and slay the Moarg and
Yes.
drop it.
Freaking finally.
Well
something.
done, buddy. Well done.
Needed
All the kills
that.
so far.
Brenros, you are no longer held. Well, you're still held, but you can drag it along with all ease.
It is, yes, it is. I still have arms attached to me.
And the elven boots. Like, this isn't even rough terrain.
Let's see. All right.
I'm done.
In more ways than one. Next up is Rainith.
God damn it.
This is where Brenrose turns around.
You cast that. He's being stabbed repeatedly. He claps his hands together and wreathes himself in light reddish flames that lick out from his shadowy form and gives himself a fire shield to protect himself. And those of you that are nearby can feel the warmth and know it'll be a little challenging if you attack him with a melee weapon. And for his last action, he will do he'll do a simple magic missile equivalent of shadows that lance out and fire at the closest. That's going to be Yaru. Master Yaru, you have no roll you can make. This is an unerring hitting shadow bolt for 8, 9, 10, 11 points of negative damage.
Okay.
And now he is shielded. And he is looking around for more allies to protect him, and the only one is this small, weak zombie to the south that's still some distance away. But he hasn't taken much damage, so he's not... No, he's taken 2 points of damage. There is a Moarg that is on the far east side of the battlefield, and it is underneath Xander, and it has no range capability whatsoever. It spins around, frantically climbing at the chains. Fails. It spends another action climbing up the chains and fails, and it then leaves you behind and starts running full speed back towards Rainith, but it will take quite some time to get there as your simple flight has completely removed so much damage. Master Yaru, you are back over with Rainith, flanking on the other side of him with Piercy. What are you doing?
I am, and he has a fire shield. Okay. Melee weapons aren't going to do much, but it is all that I have, so I will spend all of my actions just trying to attack this guy. First, we'll start with a flurry. Oh, actually, can I take that back? Damn it. I can't. I already rolled it. It's a 30.
Okay, 30 is a miss.
That's okay. Second action. Well, it's a flurry, so I get 2. Shit, it missed. My second action, I'm sorry.
Roll higher than a
Confusing
10,
everybody.
Yaru.
You look very impressive doing all this. Just
I know.
just going everywhere.
He's made of shadow, you guys. I can't,
My second action, I'm going to enter the Tangled Forest stance.
Yes.
So meaning he has to make I believe it's a reflex save to get out against my DC.
When he tries to
When
leave.
he tries to leave the square.
Interesting. Okay.
Circle tries to leave the square. My third action will be a second attack.
Just a flat attack.
Get him!
Not easy. Big penalties for all these attacks against a big enemy.
32.
32 is a hit.
Yeah!
All right. So that is 18 points of damage, and he also has to make a fortitude save because of my stunning fists. I don't think it'll do much against this character.
No, it will.
Fortitude
done is evil.
save.
Okay, so you hit him. What type of damage? You do that damage. Some of this damage is absorbed.
He is fire.
You do some fire and some cold, but not all of it. So about half your damage was absorbed, by the way, on that.
Okay.
But you do a hit, and now he's making a fortitude saving throw because it's a stunning fist.
Yes.
Fortitude save is a 20.
It is not. It is a fail.
So he is stunned one. He loses one of his actions next round, which
Nice.
doesn't sound like a lot, but on a boss creature, it could be huge. We've seen that in previous battles.
Yeah.
Wow, that's stun that like is not supposed to work often at all.
Yeah,
And
that's
here it
for
works.
smaller creatures.
Yeah, interesting. Xander.
Whoa! Okay, so Xander's flying in the air.
12 hit points.
Let's see. I'm pretty far away, aren't I? I'm really
Yeah.
far away.
And successfully handling 2 nasty
Yeah.
creatures.
Can I see Raineth?
Yes.
Holy shit. Incoming!
I throw a freaking fireball.
Oh my god. We're all gonna die.
That is a range of about 160 feet. You're still good?
Yeah, fireball has a range of 500 feet.
Okay. So you are exploding a fireball at Raineth on top of Yaru and Piercy.
Let me think about it.
Wait. He has resistance to fire. Don't do that.
No, he has a fire shield. He doesn't have resistance to fire. His resistance
He
to
just
melee.
resisted half of my damage from something.
Yeah, but he resisted damage from Piercy's attack as well. So
Let's,
maybe
let's
it's
not
the-
forget
I
the
don't know.
people. Let's
Maybe
not
it's
forget
the
the people
bludgeoning.
around who are not resisting damage.
Maybe it was the bludgeoning that he was resistant to. I'm not
Alright,
sure.
alright, so-
Either way,
So let's look at it this way. If I was able,
I can heal myself. You do what you want to do, baby. I'm just saying.
can I get close enough to hit him with an acid arrow?
Well, what's Acid Arrow's range?
120 feet?
You need to cover 40 feet.
Yeah. Wait. Is my flight speed? I think my flight speed is the same as my run speed. Because I'm not an elemental. Let me confirm. You gain a flight speed equal to your speed. I'm so small.
He's like flying, but he's not like. Phew, he's like.
There's the George Jensen.
Okay. The fireball's in a 5 foot by 5 foot square, so it's a 20-foot burst area. I was trying to see if I could position it so the corner of the fireball hits Raineth, but not the other one. But
Oh God, no!
I would have to hit somebody. There's no way.
You can angle it to hit just one of your friends and hope they're agile enough to take half damage.
Do that with Yaru. Do it right now. I'm not joking. Do it.
Do it.
If that's what you
Do it.
If that's what you want to do,
Don't do it.
if you're gonna do fireball, do that. Or because I can do things.
All right, I'm throwing fireball at Yaru and Raineth. Mostly Raineth.
I
a
told
little bit
you he's
Yaru.
resistant to fire, but if you're gonna throw a fireball,
I was just kidding.
throw it at me.
Just said to do it.
But if you're gonna throw it at me.
Don't let me think about it. Just do it.
I don't want to look. All right, so Xander, just confirming, or is this your final answer? Tossing a fireball into the midst of Raineth and Yaru.
Do you want to throw a fireball?
Yes. And
All right,
there's
there
a
is
reflex save.
There's a big explosion of flame. Piercy, you shield your eyes. You can see Yaru just nodding his head in acceptance of what is to come.
Wait. Does this just slowly go through the air, or does it just appear?
Oh no! Yeah, there's a fireball that
Yeah,
arcs
it's-
through the
crap.
sky.
It's streaks through the sky.
I think Brenner.
So we all know it's
facing that
coming.
The little
We
Xander
can't
stream.
stop it. It's
And
just
here's how I envision it.
horror as it goes by.
He throws it and it comes up short and hits those little stone 20-foot tall obstructions in the middle. It hits and it bounces. It bounces. It bounces. Gets right next to Yaru. And
Just
blows
blinking
up.
furiously. Okay.
This is the moment in the show where the combat music fades and it just goes.
Right, we need reflex saves from Raineth. This could be close. Raineth and Yaru. For Raineth, he got a 26.
Natural 20.
Yeah.
For the record, he needed a 27 to.
Oh, are you kidding? That was
Natural 20.
perfect.
Full dodge. Nice.
So he takes
Well done, both of
full
you.
damage.
Which is 28 points of fire damage.
With 28 points of fire damage and his fire shield, he takes all of that damage.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Yeah!
Listen to the little wizard. He knows how the magics work.
Also, I'd like to picture that every time I throw a fireball, it actually has like a little teeny Xander face on it. It just goes.
A great big explosion of flame. Raineth is lit up by it, and you still have an action left, Xander.
Sure do. Yeah, I'm gonna fly closer. So staying up in the air, not
What's your
getting
move
anywhere
speed?
near the morgue, but 25 feet is
All right.
like normal speed, and just
You
get
are-
closer.
You are absolutely next to the morgue, but you're above him. He cannot reach you in any way. Totally safe. Meaty Zombie goes, I'm skipping his turn entirely as he does not have the brain power yet. He continues to crank and crank and crank and crank. Now there's Rainus Ace up his sleeve, the wounded low-level zombie to the south. He closes in on Sildren with one action. He closes in on Sildren with a second action, and then he's done.
He's tired.
Which is good because
Piercy.
Sildren has 10 hit points and might be
Oh,
taken down by a level 1 zombie.
All right, Piercy.
This is where he just walks up to you with a stone in his hand. He just squish.
Pretty much.
Piercy has panache finally, and with his short sword in his hand, just looks at Raineth. Oh, I'm feeling good now, and takes a finisher swing at him for 24.
26.
Spends a hero point, and does a short sword finisher one more time. Swing 31.
So close, and that is a hit.
Yeah.
Oh, finally, great hero point use.
Woo!
Yes.
Yeah.
So 31 hits. Here we go. Gonna do some damage.
Oh my Jesus. That's a lot of dice.
28. Got some fire in there.
I throw 2 dice, folks. Everyone else is going. They just have a shovel and just go with dice.
See, and I got to decode this. You do fire, a little bit of fire. You do 8 of piercing. You do precision, and unlike many undead, he is not. I'm gonna double check. He is not immune to precision. No, he has vital spots on him.
I can
So
also,
he resists some of it, but he can't resist any of that precision for
I
sure.
can do slashing as well.
Your
instead of
choice.
Piercing.
Your choice.
He resists some of it. I know he doesn't resist fire. I'm gonna go with slashing.
All right, he resists some of your slashing of your weapon, but you do get a big finishing move. Your panache is spent, and you slash across him. He's been exploded and slashed now.
Also, he does take on his beginning of his next turn 1d10 plus 1 fire. Nope, that's critical. Never mind.
Okay.
Short sword finisher.
Is Raineth undead? He's not undead, is he?
But on
I have no
his
comment on that.
Next, the next time he tries to attack me, he takes a -2 circumstance penalty
Oh, okay.
because of exemplary finish.
Oh, nice.
I did an extra good job.
Sildren at the
It's still my
top.
turn.
Oh, darn it, is it?
Yeah, that was one action.
Wow.
Oh, see, that hurt you a little, huh? And here we go, short sword again with second attack. No,
Not
You-
panache.
28.
28's a miss.
Okay.
The music is still swelling here, folks, so we're doing well.
Third is going to be. I did that wrong. Third is going to be one more attack. Where is it? Short sword. 21.
21 is a miss.
Okay.
As I was saying, Sildren, it is your turn.
Zombie!
Sildren will move 35 feet to the northeast.
All right. The
I'm not sure.
zombie swipes at you and misses because it's like 5 seconds too late.
Okay, good. And then I will heal myself. I'm going to cast a level 4 heal on myself.
Good idea. Great idea.
And that'll be healing myself for 48 points of damage.
48 points of damage.
That's a big one.
Very nice.
And that's my turn.
Sir Brenro, Sildren races past, healing himself. You have a dead corpse wrapped around its arms wrapped around your ankles. What do you want to do?
Brunrose turns about and just plucks each of one of these arms off of him, throws them down, and charges forth, closing the distance to one Reigneth.
You're right next to him. One action. You got 2 actions left.
Fireball. Cough.
First attack coming. You're just gonna have to angle better. A 36 to hit.
36 hits.
Yeah.
With 16 points of slashing damage. Pure
Some of that gets through, not all.
You get him, Brenros. You get him.
One taunts me with my stupid 2 dice.
They're adorable.
Good job. Good job.
I'm gonna roll. Aww.
Oh, watch this. This is cute. Watch.
Hey, Tim, you should say nothing, Mr. Sickle 1d4 points of damage with jigs. Jesus Christ.
And with that violent eruption of sword swinging, he raises his shield.
All right. Palik.
I'm going to Palik is going to run down to this zombie here. Try to dispatch this piece of shit. With an attack 37.
To my little friend.
Mm-hmm.
That was what you did to the last zombie, by the way.
I don't even know why I'm checking. That would be a double critical if such a thing exists. That's a hit. You do not have to roll damage.
Oh my god.
Do it anyway!
Oh my god.
He's just trying to get on the leaderboard.
Yeah.
Yeah, you instantly slay that poor guy.
And then I will move 30 feet around that pillar. So 30
to
feet,
get
I would
around?
assume I'd get like right about there.
You guys are in a perfect position for burning hands.
That looks good to me. All right, yeah, you're perfect. So you're trying to race around to get a quad flank around Reigneth.
Yeah, but I also want to be behind cover for this next.
That is good. That's one smart halfling right there.
That's a smart one.
That's
All
how she's
right.
the one that got away.
Just wait for the fire and smoke to clear.
Yeah.
All right, it is Reigneth's turn.
I will remind you
With both actions.
2 actions.
What are you reminding me?
You have 2
He is
actions.
slowed.
Oh, son of a!
Yeah.
Oh, thank
I was literally looking up his cool third act. Oh, man. All right. Reigneth still seems confident in what's going on. He reaches out past Brenros, Piercy, and Yaru. His shadows extend out, stretching his hand. His hand extends out and wraps around the throat of Sildren. And he says, "On your knees." And Sildren, you feel your mind compelled to obey in the most incredibly controlling mind control spell we have seen yet in this campaign. This will not be good, I can almost guarantee you. Make a desperate will saving throw.
Come on, baby.
Yeah! 35. Do you have anything else? You missed by 1.
Oh my god!
I have a hero point.
Anything that gives you a +1?
Nothing. There's no.
No.
Let me
I got
double check.
nothing.
All right. I know there's like something. This is a mental effect, an enchantment effect. Okay.
Let me look on the main character sheet.
Check your inventory, see if there's any pluses.
I don't
check
think
your
so.
inventory.
Hold on. Son of a bitch. I take that all back.
3 action?
I take it all back. It has a range of 30 feet, and he is tangled up at the moment, and he has 2 actions. Gosh darn it.
Nice.
Oh.
Yeah.
So close.
Son of a gun.
So he wasted his action trying to do that. That's good.
No,
All right.
no.
Next.
What was going to happen there, Tom?
But he still says everything.
remember.
On your knee, damn it. On your knee.
You know, I was thinking of doing this thing, but that just didn't work.
How big is that? How big? 20-foot burst. He raises his hands up to the sky and brings down a wall of shadow around himself, around the 3-person group near him, Brenros, Piercy, and Yaru, as you guys are choking and gagging on this shadow that forces its way into your throats and obscuring your vision. And let's see. And you guys are inside this nasty, poisonous, shadowy fog that will give everyone inside concealment, and to your benefit or against your benefit combined. And it is also choking and hurting you. You will take damage every turn you start there within this cloud.
You're all in a giant raineth fart.
Okay, not as dramatic as I had envisioned, but all right. Does not get a third action, unfortunately, and it is the Moarg's turn, and it is moving as fast as it can, racing back to Raineth, and it's not getting far. Yaru, you start your turn within this nasty cloud, and you take 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You immediately make a fortitude saving throw.
I have a bonus to my fortitude right now. Do I not? Because my
No, that was for paralysis.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
A 35.
35 is a fail. You take 20 points of poison damage.
Whoa!
Shoot.
20?
Fuck this
Wow.
guy.
I mean, if an 18 doesn't work, like, what can you do? You know?
And
Got a 19 and a 20.
I'm saying.
it is your turn. What do you want to do?
I will. It's a -2 to attack.
No,
Did you
this
say?
is concealment. So any targets that are directly at anyone within this, you have to make a natural 5 or higher on a roll before you can.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I will just use a flurry of attacks, a flurry of blows on him. So roll roll a 20.
Roll a 5 or higher.
Attack.
Natural 20.
then don't roll any more of that for the rest of this turn alone. There's a part in the cloud for a brief moment, as I guess you inhaled way too much, and there's a bit of clarity this round only. You don't have to make any more concealment rolls against him, so do your attacks as normal. Nice.
Okay, let me do a flurry of blows. That one will not do anything. A 20. Oh my god, a 20. 5 and a 26
coughing and punching.
for the first attack there.
Punching and punching, you cannot get him.
Second attack, I will throw a fist. A 30.
30, you connect, but no, you don't. Instead, you just hit more of this cloud. You thought it was him, but it looked like him.
Now it looks like Percy.
Was that my last action?
Hold on.
Flurry of blows.
Hold on. You rolled your attack 2 on that last one.
Was that?
That should have been an attack 3. Reroll that.
Oh fuck! I'm sorry. 27. Yeah.
Still a miss, and I believe you have a third action left.
Yes, in the parting of the shadows, I am going to recall knowledge on Rayneth.
Ooh.
Specifically looking for vital organs, and you said he's susceptible to precision damage. I'm looking for the man within the shadow.
Okay, make a challenging occult roll or religion roll. Occult or religion?
Let's do occult for Yaru.
You need a 30 or higher.
Oh my goodness.
31.
31. All right.
So there's 19s and 20s for you.
I told
You recognize, you remember hearing about shadows in the past and how they're able to gain in power as they release energy within their master. And you clearly, each time you have met Rayneth, he's grown in power. You start to recognize some of that hierarchy and growth within him. And you remember some details, some old folk stories and tales about heroes dying to these high-powered shadows. You have a choice. Would you like to know information about his defenses, about his saving throws, or about his magic?
About his defenses.
About his defenses.
Yeah.
He has a armor class of 31. He has resistance to cold 10. He has resistance to all physical attacks, sword, bludgeoning, striking, slashing of 10, unless they are magical bludgeoning weapons. Then he has no resistance. And he has 111 hit points remaining.
Wow.
Okay.
Are magical bludgeoning weapons like magical or magical any kind?
What? Hold on. Going back up the chat log. Where are you, Master Yaru?
You said he was resistant to some of my damage.
He has 100 hit points remaining, as you did 11 more because you are bludgeoning with magical hand wraps. I didn't put 2 and 2 together. Nice. He has exactly 100 remaining. Sweet.
I will spend my last action recalling all that knowledge, and if I can, relay it to Brenros.
Okay. Yeah, you call out.
Yeah.
Something.
He's got an armor class of 31.
I don't know that language.
Xander, everyone's kind of cringing as you take your turn.
Xander flies a little bit closer. A full move speed, which I think is there-ish.
Nope. Hold on. Back up. I messed you up. Sorry.
I'm sorry. You do it.
You're good. Okay.
Good. And he will fire an acid arrow at Rayneth from range.
All right.
Maybe. Come on.
Did you roll?
I will
Don't
roll
roll.
now.
Don't roll.
right.
This is an attack roll, right? A spell attack roll?
It is, hang on a second. Is it?
I believe so.
Not. No, it is. It's a spell attack roll. Yeah.
All right. That means you're firing through this obscuring shadow cloud. You will lose the spell and any chance unless you roll a 5 or higher natural right now.
Yeah.
5 or higher natural. 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 5 or higher natural
7.
Okay.
7 what counts. 7 works.
It's like, no.
And the roll is
Oh,
34.
nice.
Oh, 34 is a hit.
Yeah, it is.
Over Brenro's shoulder.
That one.
Oh, nice.
29 points of acid damage.
A huge arrow of acid wobbling flies and smashes, and acid hits him and burns him for a nice chunk of damage he cannot resist.
And that was all 3 actions, so I will continue to hover where I am
All right.
until I get a little bit closer.
Meaty zombie is finally giving up and is moving as fast as it can to join the battle, getting underneath you, Xander. There is another single drop from... Did that work? That did not work.
So is the fire coming out of your hands or your feet?
It's
Xander.
my hands.
Cool.
Yeah.
I was picturing like Zuko or what's his name in Legend of Korra, the guy who like flies with his fire coming out of his feet.
Fire on his feet, for sure.
There's another drop from the ceiling. It's from the thin opening in the dome that Xander prevented. There's still some zombies are able to get through. One drops down in and takes some damage and will be a little bit of a factor later on.
Such a lifesaver.
It was such a cool moment, dude.
That was brilliant.
It's like the MVP play of the game.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Piercy.
Come on, MVP.
Does low light vision help at all in this situation?
Negative.
Okay. I have to start by taking a fortitude save.
You make a fortitude save, correct?
Okay. Let me do that.
At least a 36 you need.
Huh.
So 19.
So not a 19?
19.
Nope. 19 is a critical failure.
Oh, God.
Okay.
Good.
I don't have anything.
Okay.
Can I give him a hero point?
I think you have to use one of your own.
You have to use one of your own.
But wasn't
in
that
our
wasn't
house
a
rule.
critical one?
It doesn't
But it's
matter. You're
still a
10
critical
under what you needed to roll.
Oh, right. Oh, it's a critical
Yeah,
failure.
it's critical fail.
Oh.
All right. You take 29 points of poison damage. Doubled becomes 58 points of poison damage.
Oh, God.
I'm down.
And that's a critical failure. So you're dying too.
Okay.
And
God.
everyone keep in mind, he is still here inside the cloud. He will continue to just die every turn.
No me gusta.
That's not awesome.
All right.
And that ends your turn.
Uh-huh.
Just stay down. Okay.
Sildren. Sildren, can you do me one favor? Can you step like 15 feet closer, please?
No. No. Oh my god, this is not
Zombies incoming!
going well. Because even if Sildren will heal Master Yaru.
Oh.
And just an FYI, anyone can enter and move through the cloud. It's just if you start your turn in the cloud.
Yeah, y'all need to stop ending your turn in this cloud. Just
Agreed.
throwing it out there for you.
Okay, that's not to Brenner because he hasn't even started yet, so he's ignoring your advice.
All right, healing Master Yaru for 31 points of damage.
Okay.
And I will move to the northwest 35 feet.
Okay. Sir Brenros, you are next to this. You're inside the cloud. You need to make a fortitude saving throw.
Is that either negative or death, the effect that's actually causing it?
The damage that's being dealt?
No, the saving throw that he has to make.
You know what? I am tweaking this, the effect of it. So I said poison before. We're going to change this and make this negative damage. Yes.
So he has so Brenrose, you have a +4 saving throw for the death ward.
Massive, huge. Thank you. I have a question before I make this starting roll here.
Yes.
I have an ability that I don't think anyone else took because it was probably silly, called Breath Control, which allows me to hold my breath 25 times the normal human. Can I take advantage of that, holding my breath, maybe missing this one, but any subsequent one, I just hold my breath through the round?
That feat is not designed for that whatsoever, but judges will allow it. Give yourself a +1 to the roll. Just a +1 on top of your +4 becomes a +5.
Cool. Brenrose just starts holding his breath the moment he sees this cloud start to rise up, and there you go. And I'm making a Fortitude saving throw.
Save.
What is Brenrose's FetLife account username with control?
Here we go. Come on, baby.
Spends his days in this.
A natural 20 anyway.
No!
A 44 is the full roll. Oh, no. Yes, a 44.
Because of the huge ward on you and this natural 20, give yourself like a little story point here to alter the scene. So,
mind you, there's already a part between Yaru and Rayneth.
Interesting. To alter the scene, I don't know how drastic.
Not drastic, and
not drastic.
Rayneth dies.
He inhales his own negative.
something involving this little moment you're in. Just quickly.
This little moment in. So I'm going to hold a breath. I'm trying to hold my breath for this cloud that is trying to permeate, and I find myself not really needing to, as probably a force or a shape stands in its wake around me. So I'm literally like in the kind of the torso level of some presence.
Okay.
And it's cleared this space around me as though, and it looks very much like one of Celine's avatars would be present, just in this billowing shape across from her.
All right. Celine will make you a deal.
Uh-oh.
I love deals.
Celine is about duty and in some cases protection and honor. Those are her motifs. You can do exactly what you said, or you can take the full damage of this negative damage effect and have that protection, that golden protection from this fall over the dropped Piercy.
Without question, I will take the full damage.
All right. This golden sheen appears around you, clearing the air, just like almost like a golden force field around you. You extend your shield and it moves out, clearing the cloud just briefly around Piercy, and you are now in this small protective space, Piercy. Brenrose, though, you are surrounded again by this cloud, and you take 25 points of negative damage.
25 points of negative damage.
Which he resists 10 of.
Ooh.
Because of the mark?
Because of the
Death Ward, yeah.
All right.
15.
As long as that's okay with
yeah.
with the deal.
Yeah.
All right.
And you still have your turn.
Oh. Do I? Yes, I do.
Yeah.
This
Oh my
was the
god.
start of your turn.
Invigorated but poisoned, he slashes out at Rayneth as Rayneth stares on where my goddess has my back. His has yet to show. And I lash out.
That's a taunt.
Guess I'm Bon Mo.
A natural 20.
Two back to back.
When we need him,
my God.
so may Celine guide your sword.
Yes.
Jesus.
Holy cow.
Brenros is on fire.
We should do
Yeah.
that. We should put Brenros
So
on fire.
shift click on your damage
Venom,
for double
what is-
damage.
That is 28 points of damage.
That's what it looks like when you roll 4 dice. Good
I
job,
know, it's so
Brenros.
cool. And it's still only half of the dice you guys typically roll. I'm not complaining.
A huge slice. Your magic sword cuts through. There's almost like you're cutting through big cottony stuff. There's a tear and the shadows reform, but Raineth recoils in pain. And that was your first action.
The first action, which was a critical hit upon him, renders him flat-footed, and he is now suffering a -2 penalty because of my weapon specialization.
A -2 penalty to what?
His armor class.
Because he's
What?
flat-footed.
He is now flat-footed.
Till
Because
when?
of
AC.
the end of his next turn.
All right.
That's 29 people.
Oh, your next turn or his turn?
I'll take a look.
It makes a difference.
It does. Weapons specialization. Sorry, folks.
No, I appreciate you guys knowing these abilities and stuff.
That is not weapon specialization. Sorry, it is. Where is it? It's the blade ally. No. I'm just causing problems.
It's all right. That we gotta check everything.
Yeah, this is a really important thing to know.
Someone in the chat just let me know they have 43. He has 43 points.
Sword. The target is made off balance by your attack, becomes flat-footed until the start of your next turn. That's much more valuable.
Oh my god, yes.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So the start of my next turn.
It's a full round.
And I'm dropping that into the items description, by the way.
All right.
Carry on.
All right. The second attack is pretty damn high too. A 34. If I subtract his 2 from mine, so a 32, but he's got a -2.
Yeah. Wow. That's not easy on second attack. That's another hit.
Nice! Yes!
Yeah.
Totally on fire.
That's a 15 points of additional damage.
There we go.
Not a lot of that went through, but you did do some damage.
And the third, the shield does in fact go back up because I've got 2 standing next. Actually, no, wait a minute. No, I've got the protection for Percy. Percy is down.
Yeah, he's
Yes.
down.
Brenros is going to forego typically raising his shield right now and will reach out and touch Piercy, allowing a holy blessing to flow into him, and he will recover 32 hit points and have 2 additional armor class.
Whoa!
Yeah.
Nice.
Nice.
Wow.
Wow.
That's
For
huge.
how long?
Well, the hit points forever, and 2 until.
I'm just seeing Brenros do all of this badass stuff and then turn his back to Raineth and Neil Piercy. Just like
And taunted him at the
Yeah.
beginning, too.
Pardon me.
I'm checking on that, baby. Give me my demand.
What are we checking?
I'm checking to see how long that +2 1 round.
One round. What?
You end of your turn.
My
you
round.
Get it. What
Let's
turn?
see.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you get one full
Otherwise,
turn
it
of
would
yours
be
for it.
useless. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. And you are not done yet. There was something interesting there that you said right at the beginning that I don't know if Raineth didn't like it or if I didn't like it, but what happened is as you make this blow, as you strike, block, shield, you move this clearing field, golden clearing field over Piercy. You then reach down and heal Piercy. The black darkness then swarms around you and Piercy fades away and disappears. The golden field disappears. Yaru calling out different tactical commands. That sound fades away, and the darkness clears, and Brenros, for the second time, find yourself on smoothly polished stairs in the middle of nowhere. And there are stairs rising up on 4 different directions, almost like they're all coming together on this smooth beige marble clearing, a space, and it's just suspended in blackness. And you can just see this. And across the way, maybe about 50 feet, sitting with his hands on his knees, is Skordrenar himself once again. And we will take our break there. And we will be back in just a bit.
Staying for the night on account of the plague? Why not have a seat at the fireplace, pour yourself a mug of ale, and have a listen to us, the Inglorious Bards, at twitch.tv/IngloriousBards.
And is it wrong for me to get a little turned on by how you're saying that? Before we carry on, I have checked the chat log, and we have skipped a very important bit of magical power that Raineth has, and that is his fire shield. I show Palik and once and Brenros 3 times have struck him with his fire shield. You guys need to take some damage. That is unavoidable damage. Palik, you take 4 fire, and Brenros, you take 23 points of fire from all 3 of yours.
23. All right.
That puts Palik at, I believe, 20 hit points, and Brenros down to just under 50 hit points. So, Brenros, you find yourself not in the underground chamber. You find yourself suspended out in open blackness in this dreamlike world. There are some vague, swirling, grayish masses of clouds every now and again. And what you are on are a series of wide steps, maybe 30 feet wide, that are of this beigeish but perfectly waxed marble. And you're maybe 20 feet up, and the stairs just keep going behind you, just rising 80, 90, 100, just disappearing into the darkness. And just below you, about 20 feet, there is a platform, maybe a 20 or 30 foot platform of the same smooth, waxed marble. And then opposite that is a duplicate, a copy of the staircase going the opposite direction. And on all 4 sides of this 30-foot square of marble, there are these staircases. There's 4 staircases that converge down into it. You're on one side. Across from you sitting there is Skordrenar. He is dressed in armor that looks very old-fashioned, a style you've maybe seen illustrations of from long ago. He is sitting on the steps unceremoniously with his arms on his legs, not quite a sad Keanu, but in that kind of vein. To undercut myself, he is sitting there, and he looks up at you, Sir Brenros, but does not immediately say anything.
Why am I here, Skordrenar? Why do we keep meeting?
I find it easier to connect with you as I get closer to my awakening.
Your minions cause nothing but trouble, and they will be defeated. Give up your campaign. Verenn is not for your taking.
You do not seem to understand the state of things. Your world is struggling. It is a world of souls drowning in a sea, and I am the depths here to claim Verenn. You are losing.
We will rise above you.
You will fail. I am here to make this world something new, something better, something needed. You're kicking, you're gasping, trying to stay afloat, but it is only a matter of time before everything falls.
Your followers, your slaves to your will, they fail as we speak.
You have arrived too late again at one of my towers. What has happened, you have not stopped. You have come after.
All you sought was Verenn. There are other lands, other places, other planes that you could claim. Why Verenn? Why now?
I am connected to Verenn. This was my home long ago. My connection makes this important work possible. Were it not for one thing.
Renros gives him leave to speak.
He looks around. There is something else out there. There is a threat spreading across Verenn, a threat that you foolishly do not even comprehend.
Why tell me this? If it's a threat for you, surely it is a good thing for us.
It is a threat that will destroy Verenn and take Verenn from you and slow down everything I have done.
I find your words hard to believe, but I will listen. Tell me of this threat while we have time.
It is why I have struggled and not immediately claimed my prize of Verenn as I had planned. There is something coming from the north, just a cold wind now, but something that is coming as the strengths of the kingdoms of Verenn have shown weakness. A king has returned, and that has shown chaos. There are warring clans in the region known as Iveron. There is crippling decay in the old Byzantine Empire in a place called Dekareth. And this something new, this dangerous threat has waited for a moment like this and is seizing this opportunity to topple these kingdoms. And if successful, will put me back quite a bit of time and energy and effort. I will not fail, but I have no interest in trying to struggle through this as well. And you, obviously, and your kind, all of mankind, will succumb to this threat.
Renros steps forward, hand on his hilt, approaching to Skordrunar.
He does not move.
You were once mentioned a hero. Maybe at one time this was true, and I find it hard to believe, but one thing I do know. If you held such a title, you may have some honorable intent, or at least can honor words. Withdraw your minions, your servants, Raineth, all of those who seek to trouble my kind right now in seeking your awakening. Remove them if your intent is true, and we can pursue this greater threat. And then at a later time, we will contend with you.
I agree.
Very well then. And Brenros will turn around and begin walking up those steps as though it were an exit for him to just naturally go to.
All right, you guys in the battlefield see Brenros step out of the shadowy cloud that then fades around him. There's punches and kicks delivered by Yaru at nothing as Raineth has disappeared within the cloud. You even hear this hollow echoing sound as though he is not pleased to be being removed from this battle. There are, I think we have 2 or 3 zombies still on the battlefield, and they stop moving and stand there idly just looking around or even looking up at Xander. And the chamber down below has grown quiet from the chaos and screams of battle.
Brenros shields his sword.
Is the morgue still there?
Yes.
Xander has burning hands.
Okay. The long-lasting truce is brought to an end. 26. I keep rolling 26, and you have a 27?
I do have a 27.
Dang, I keep thinking you have 26.
Oh my god.
Xander casts a level 4 burning hands for 29 points of fire damage.
All right, you light flame comes blasting down as you fly over the morgue and blast it, and it moves quickly to try and get out of the way of future flame, but it doesn't go very far. Anything else?
I don't know if you guys are intent on still.
Yeah, if the meaty zombie is still there, I want to take care of that guy too.
Okay.
Is he there?
Yes.
Then in that case, I will do an elemental toss at the meaty zombie with it's a 24.
All right, so let's see what's happening on the other side as there's fire and flame just repeatedly going.
It's just like off in the distance, just like lights and sounds, and just like of a distant battlefield.
Brenros turns about and faces, I think faces more in the direction of Sildren, kind of calling him over a bit.
I mean, Sildren's still kind of not grasping exactly that what's happened.
Yeah.
He's like, what happened? And he starts heading towards Brenros, but still sensing danger.
Yara's gonna start.
You guys just saw this. The only thing you saw was this orange shield field that Brenros somehow blasted out from his shield, and then all of a sudden he steps out and the cloud dissipates.
Philippe, who's been hiding behind this pillar, has no idea what just happened, and like, no whammies, and like turns to run out and like,
she keeps running around the pillar looking for it.
Didn't even realize like there's no danger anymore. She's just fleeing.
Yeah.
The battle is over. Raineth is not going to trouble us anymore.
You killed him?
No. I spoke with Skordrenar briefly just now.
You talking to Skordrenar?
You had another premonition?
No, he was actually there. This place that I was at before, this meeting place, words were exchanged, and he mentioned a greater danger that seems to threaten or at least delay him. Speaking with him, I brokered a deal. They trouble us no longer with his minions and his attempt to move forward with his return. And we deal with a far greater danger. And the only reason I have any belief or faith in this is that in our discussions and in the lore that is of Skordrenar, he does carry the word of hero on some lips. And that is why I did what I did. Raineth will not bother us, nor any of his other minions. But we have to go north and soon enter into Old Bison to look for this greater threat. These are the words that came from Skordrenar.
But how do you trust him?
Again, only for his past as a hero in his own right. But for that alone, not for his actions now. If there is a greater threat, then we need to look into it.
Maybe it's a trap, no?
It could be. And if it were, then we would proceed as normal. If we are in fact behind in his awakening, which it seems we are, then maybe this would even give us a chance to catch up if he is in fact delaying. But I have only the faith.
Renros, the ability you have shown today, the commune with not only Solene, but the words you share with the demon Skordrenar, show your knowledge and wisdom far greater than I could imagine. I will follow you wherever your path leads, though we must keep an eye on Raineth. The whispers we hear in this temple even now, as they fade away, tell me he may not be so willing to bargain.
Skordrenar should keep him at bay. Raineth is the lapdog of this Skordrenar. As well, these undead seem to be obeying the bargain as well. And having said that, we should take advantage. I do not know how long the dead can stay still, but we have what we came for. We should leave quickly.
Yaru saw a body when he was paralyzed. He could only stare at like three things. It was the two morgues and that body to the southeast. He wants to go over there before we leave.
All right.
Xander torches the body with burning hands.
What? No. They were talking.
Nothing is getting back up.
Sildren has walked to the body of Yathane and picked her up.
If I can interrupt just real quick. Palik meets you there, and she pulls out of her pack this fine piece of black silken cloth and hands it to you and walks away to let you have a moment.
Sildren does hold it in his hand, but he picks up the body of Yathane, and in a somewhere between a druidic cant and a keening wail is somewhere where it would be considered between, as he communes with her for the last moment, and slowly her body sort of just kind of fades away, and he's just holding her feathers there at the end, which he wraps in the black cloth and then puts away for later, where he will spread them to the wind.
All right. Palik, can you make a thievery roll for me?
Oh my gosh. That's ominous. 34?
You are also able to snatch a dagger you found after the cloud dispersed on the ground right around Brenros and Raineth. You're able to snatch it without anyone seeing, by the way.
Okay, thank you.
It is a black bladed dagger that is slightly curved. Yaru, you were moving towards a now charred body.
Did you actually do that, Xander?
No.
Okay.
No, I didn't. No. I'm attacking the zombies. I'm not going into the dead thing.
It's like the worst medical examiner ever.
I'm like, it looks like Superman on the map. Don't char it. Like,
Yar, you walk over to a non-charred body. This is a body that was on one of these two altars that you guys noticed when you very first came in here. This is a body of a, looks like one of those prisoners that were up in the cage above.
okay.
This person has had their chest slit open, several of their ribs cracked open, and their heart has been slit open and is still beating ever so slightly. Blood is pooled around, and the heart inside is glowing with a weird bluish magical light.
Oh. Yaru, I don't have a specific ability for this, but Yaru wants to try and call upon the source, similarly to an incantation or whatever Sojourn was making. Not as sad or a wail, but he'll try to put his hand on the palm, on the forehead of the body.
Okay.
And see if there is life, some kind of maybe not a message, but like a word that it can call out for, you know. I'm gonna try to peacefully end it as well, but using kind of key magic. I don't really have an ability for that.
All right. Make a crazy, not a crazy high, but a pretty darn high 28 or higher occultism roll.
I'll try. Oh no, that's a natural one. I have one hero point.
Oh yes.
I don't know if anybody thinks it's worth
Can't do worse than a 1.
using
That's
one of theirs.
But
Does somebody else have one?
I
Yeah.
got one. Yeah, here.
Cool, appreciate it. Do it. Okay, let's try that again. I hope we'll see. Occultism. 29.
What did I
Wait.
say?
28.
Oh.
I think.
What?
Please.
Yeah, I think
Second
so.
that. Someone, please.
Yeah.
Come on, I think I said that.
Xander?
That sounds right. Yeah.
It was 26. Yeah. Okay. You are able to help put this soul a little bit to rest. And you, again, calling back on some studies, you are a peaceful faith, and faith is even a strong way to put it. You're more of a lifestyle, a monk lifestyle. I don't know. That's weird. But anyways, but you do have to also.
It's a lifestyle. It's not a.
But you do also have to research for dealing with the balance of the world out there, some of the darker aspects, to know your enemies. And you have read about something about this, and this is not an easy one to remember, but you do, that this is a source of power that was used in the ritual that has already been completed, that Scourgeonar essentially said you were far too late for.
Right, okay.
But you don't think it should still be active then, and it is slightly. You have not the skills to know why. So something's not quite right about that. Okay. This should be done, yet there's still some power there for some reason.
Okay. Yaru will call upon the magic users and Brenros and call them over and see if they can make further heads or tails of the knowledge I just gave.
All right, Soldern's not coming over. He's busy.
Xander sputters out of the sky as the fire is starting to fade.
Brenros comes up and goes, Xander flies up again.
And Xander will, I don't know, detect magic maybe? See if he can identify what it is?
I'll just explain kind of further, like something feels very wrong. It should have ceased.
Xander, make an Arcana roll, please.
Okie dokie. Whoa, that's a 2. That's very much. It's only an 18.
Does not want to be identified.
This is magic, and it deals with supplying energy and you believe that it is weak energy that is being supplied quite a bit of distance.
In that case, I don't know if it would hurt, but I'm going to try to dispel the magic.
Okay. Make a spell attack roll.
24.
24. You have as much success dispelling this as Yaru just punching it repeatedly, which means no success. You cast your magic and cannot unweave the blue light and the magic around it. And you can even sense, sense emanating waves of energy going out, but you cannot stop it.
And Brenros was summoned over?
Yeah, just more further Scourgeonar knowledge that you might have of
this was used by Scourgeonar for this one of his many rituals.
It appears so, but whatever happened here is now over according to the bargain you've made, yet this still beats as though it is a real heart.
It looks as though it is necromancy. What could I offer in this? And with saying that, Brenros will try to recall if there's some lore he can touch upon for identifying what this is or how this plays out with Scourgeonar and his need for it.
Make a occultism or religion -2 roll.
Religion, I'll go with religion -2.
Oh, man.
I'm going to spend a hero point.
You were so close to a 15. That 5 is low.
And
Rolled a total of 22. He's spending a hero point.
better, 27.
-2 is a 25. You are correct that this is dealing with necromancy. It is dealing with undead, and you are confident it is not dealing with any of Scourgeonar's undead. He is abiding by his... It did,
It
but
did, okay.
no longer. Yeah.
Well, as I see it is and feel it is necromantic magic, but Scourgeonar seems to have released his claim on it, from what I can tell.
I bet it's still connected to Captain Jagged, though. That's why we're here, right? We're looking for the thing that makes him mortal.
Then
This is
it
true.
is to be destroyed.
You think it can be destroyed?
Can it be obtained and concealed within our possession?
Brenros doesn't get to hear that and draws his sword and attempts to pierce this object.
All right, Gimli, you smash your axe. You
And my aorta.
you bring your magic sword down upon it, and you smash and cut through this poor soul's heart, and there is a splurt of blood that gets upon you. The blue light pulses brightly and then fades away. Xander, you no longer sense the magic emanating flows at all, and Yaru, off in the distance, very faint, you hold up a finger and your ears, your cat-like ears twitch, and you hear some very distant blowing of a horn.
Okay. Did anyone hear that?
They would hear what?
The longer we tarry, the more danger we're in. This is destroyed, and we should go.
We must climb to the surface immediately.
Wait, not without my stick!
Good job remembering.
Yeah,
Pull the lever first, Xana.
You're gonna pull it out, and it's gonna go choo-choo-choo, and then
It's raining men.
Xander will have to climb up the chain because he can't fly anymore. He's all out.
Oh, how ignoble.
Damn.
But yeah, he'll go up and he'll
How high is it?
retrieve the rod.
It's
30 feet
it's
up.
high enough
Okay.
that maybe you should do it, Yaru.
I was
You
going
have
to
a
say,
climbing speed.
yeah, I'll do it.
All right, without because Xander, you would have to roll, and it's athletics, and you don't want to be part of that. Yaru climbs up with ease. You climb up. He tells you the command word and the button to press, and the rod comes out, and you drop down, and you guys pull the lever, and the dome closes. And Xander, you have the immovable rod back in your possession.
I want to know what happens if you put it in Piercy's cheek. Wanna...
What if he swallows it?
Oh,
2 hours later.
Oh.
it's immovable.
I stuck here.
Yeah, for him to pass it, he has to move
He has to
around
move.
it and twist.
Is that a limbo? What is he doing? Here comes the tough part.
Oh, it's sideways.
You have to poop it out by asking people to pull you.
Give me the magic word, please. All right. Brenros, get serious. We have to go.
Piercy doesn't mind the ass stuff, apparently.
So yeah, I'll follow Brenrose's lead to, I guess, Iveron or wherever we're going. But as we're on the island,
Well,
in the
you're
surface,
skipping a
I
few
think there's
steps.
something that's going to happen between here and there.
let's do it.
There's also the individuals left in the cage.
Right
Let's get them.
above the slimy stairs up there.
Oh yes, the guys. Oh yeah, the odd couple.
Is the slime still an issue?
Yeah.
Let's go see.
You guys head out?
Yeah, assuming there's nothing else in this
Yes.
room
Nothing
of interest.
Nope.
Okay.
You head out. You see there is still black ooze that is dripping, but it is no longer sparkling. There's no little star elements within it. Also, Piercy, you lose the negative effects that were on you from touching it before. I believe it was an enfeebled and a drained.
Very good, thank you.
And you guys can see, again, the ooze is still dropping, and there is that suspended cage hanging about 30, 40 feet.
Xander will detect magic on the ooze just to confirm there's no major ill effects or any magical effects that are from it.
There is magic. You detect it as slightly harmful. I guess that would be evocation magic,
Okay.
which is a different type than you detected before.
Yeah. It's still icky.
It looks icky. Palik's gonna take like one of her shitty daggers and dip it in the tip into this and see what happens.
All right. Nothing out of the ordinary. The ooze clings to it.
How far away is the cage?
It's in the middle of this thing, so maybe 25 feet away from the closest steps. The spiraling steps go around this rising
Is
shaft.
there any determining contraption for lowering, raising, or otherwise accessing this cage? that
You
is floating?
see no contraption, but there are several sections of this shaft, walls, floors, and ceilings that are completely covered in this ooze.
Also, by this time, Sildren will have expelled whatever healing spells remain to heal the group. Is it relevant right now that we go through that for healing? Because
Let's just hold off, and then we'll see if it
Okay.
comes up.
Well, Brenros will attempt to part one of these ichor droplets with his
Okay.
shield, kind of creating a watershed effect, if you will. Yeah.
Sildren, you may be called upon momentarily. You take 10 points of negative damage as you block your shield and hit it up against a wall, I'm guessing, to part it? Is that what you're doing?
Yes, and
All right.
how long does that death ward last?
it was 10 minutes, so
Am I in 10 minutes?
Yeah, you're still good for a little bit.
Okay, utilizing some of that death ward, and how much damage did I take?
10.
How much does it resist?
10.
I continue to eat the fluid.
I break the game.
I use this moment to just create a path for the for people to get through.
Well, see, here's the problem. There's stairs. You got a shaft that's about 60, 80 feet wide. In the middle of it, suspended, is this cage on a long chain. You guys are on stairs around the side, so you got 20 to 30 feet before you can even get to them of this drop. So
could we throw a rope to them, pull them towards the stairs, and then do that?
How what is the clearance like, and what is the thickness of the
I like the rope idea.
I have a grappling hook.
Oh, well, grappling hook then.
Okay.
Just ask one of them to grab it too.
I have a hydraulic torrent.
But the grappling hook is a secure thing that we can
That's fair. Yeah.
pull in, and then
There
we have an
are-
immovable rod we can tie it to, and
Yeah, there are no bars to this cell. The bars are the dripping ooze. There is a single metal rod that connects the top roof and the bottom. So there's one beam in the middle. It's like a flagpole.
I'm gonna throw my grappling hook to them, not at them, but to them, hoping they can either clear the way so it hits the floor, or just maybe sketch it, the big guy, so they can secure it to the middle pipe.
All right, you throw it. There is a Minotaur lady who steps back and says, "Throw it!" And you throw it. It clanks loudly. She grabs it and circles it around that rod. The rope is getting hit by the ooze, but it just slowly drips off of the rope, and she loops it around, and it's secure.
And the idea, I guess, is to either maybe tie it to the immovable rod, and I think maybe just pin that to the ground so we have an anchor, and then just pull the rope. Maybe see if it can move. Will move them closer, or something else. I don't know.
Xander feels that
I did step one.
Yeah, no, I have an idea. I think you're good, but rather than being horizontal, let's make it an angle, so it'll be kind of a thing, and I'll add some grease to the line, and it'll be a zip line, and they can just go right to the top and just slide down the bottom. It'll be fun.
This is why we bring our wizard.
This is why. I will go down further to prepare to catch them.
They still have to go through the ooze, though.
You have to go through the ooze. I don't mean that.
Do we want to save them? I mean,
This is just more trouble than it's worth.
providing solutions.
Brenneros takes a running leap with shield overhead and tries to clear the gap to create this. To create this funnel.
Wait, hey, I was gonna do things.
What?
He waits for the doing of things.
Xander wants to produce flame and see what happens if he lights the ooze on fire.
Okay, nothing.
Nothing happens. Cool.
And the
that
thing's
can do it.
done?
He now tries Ray of Frost.
Nothing happens.
Okay. All right. So he tries acid.
Maybe I should get those heels.
Nothing happens.
Okay. And lastly, he's thinking about pouring some water on it, so he does some water.
Nothing happens.
You guys, I'm worthless here. Go for it.
Brenneros goes for a flying leap and trying to do this kind of shield, if he can pull it off, and tries to clear the gap to dive into the cage.
Brenros, you make a leap. You have to cover 25 feet, so your difficulty is a 25, plus you don't have a running start because you're on these steps, so I'm going to make that a 27. So you need an athletics check, 27 or higher.
Give him some guidance before he does that.
All right.
Go just to the left a
Don't
little
do it.
bit.
You get +1 to that roll.
+1 to that roll, looking for a 27 or higher.
Brenros leaps across.
A 29.
Woo! And you leap across, and you are a black goo-covered mess as you reach the other side, but you're grinning from ear to ear and appear to be suffering no ill effects.
I do the shake and damage everyone around me.
The Minotaur lady, she says, impressive.
It's because of the gods. And a fine meal, which, are you all ready to go? Because I'm starting to get hungry.
They look around and nod.
Parting the bars with the shield and ushering people to just start going with this new rope contraction that we have.
Greasy zipline.
Greasy zipline. Go, quick. I've only got like 30 seconds on this.
All right. Xander, you grease up the line. You're protecting people from the ooze with the shield, and people start going down. We have just double checking again. We have a muscular one-armed guy who definitely has some challenges, but makes his way through. A 10-year-old kid has to make a roll and fall.
Xander cast slow.
Feather fall.
Xander
Slow
cast.
won't do anything.
No, never mind. I don't have feather. I'm out of spells.
So does the kid let go?
The kid, as soon as he goes down the grease, he and falls to 30 feet down.
Sildren will cast feather fall
Thank you,
before he has a
Sildren.
chance to.
All right. And he starts to slow down, and then he gently lands towards ooze on the ground. He's heading towards ooze, by the
Can
way, everyone.
somebody grab him?
Xander casts hydraulic torrent. Pushes him away from the ooze.
How much damage does that do?
Oh, I don't know. Probably
Whatever he
a lot. Let's
rolls.
see.
Yeah, why don't
it's-
we
No,
just...
no.
On a little
can
10-year-old
I-
child.
Can I try to like jump and catch him and?
Yeah, Palik will try as well.
All right, both of you make acrobatics rolls.
Highest wins.
Right.
Woo!
35.
Ooh.
Yeah, that's way better than a 27.
Palik, you are beaten to the quick. Yaru, you leap through the air as the kid is getting low to the ground. You run down the stairs. You get equal, parallel to him. He's about 5 feet off the ground. You leap horizontally and tackle him through the air, away and out of the ooze and down the corridor 10 or 15 feet onto dry stone. And that kid is just like, what just happened?
I could have done that. Good job.
And then
Thank you.
And then I have him in my arms, and I teleport both of us back up to where we were.
Okay, cool. There's a guy with a red mohawk, there's the Minotaur, and then there's the old woman. So all 5 of these people make their way across. The old woman says, thank you so much. You are men of your word. We should hurry before that nasty creature returns. I said we should hurry.
Yeah.
Hurry to me.
Let's go!
Yes, let's go.
Does Brenros need to leap out, or is this all part and parcel? He's fine going across.
Yes, you can do the line and you're totally
Okay.
fine. And Yaru, as you were walking up with the kid, he says to you, not the Mohawk one, and clears his head a little bit and then joins his friends.
The Mohawk one. Okay. Do any of them have a Mohawk?
Okay, red mohawk.
Yep. You guys make your way
Okay.
up the stairs into the tower up above.
Yara's going to stay in the back with the kid and not question him, but as we're going up the stairs, I want to watch that guy's demeanor.
Who? The kid?
Red Mohawk.
All right. The
with the
red
rest of the group.
the red mohawk is smiling a lot. Whereas everyone else is mildly traumatized, he is grinning.
Okay. And are we at the top of the stairs yet?
You're at the top of the stairs. You're at where that shattered inverted dome slot is. There's the front doorway that was closed. People who were in the upper second floor area can go up and can see there is still an island with tons and tons of undead that are gathered around, and it still looks quite horrific.
Okay, so Yara's gonna tap this guy on the shoulder, just try to get his attention innocently, and just say, "How long have you all been in the cage?"
You're talking to the Mohawk guy?
Yeah, the young kid is woozy and whatnot. So,
all right, you tap the Mohawk guy. How long are you in the cage? He responds with, Where did you come from?
I come from a land very far from here. But I'm
What is the
From land
name?
down under.
What is the name?
I have asked you a question.
I've asked you, where do you come from?
My friend, is this the guy with one arm, or is this just a different guy? Okay, cool.
Mohawk guy.
Okay, and his build, what does he look like?
He looks like a sinewy, muscular-ish pirate, but only just enough to do his job. Like, he's a weak guy, but he just does enough repetition that he has some muscles. He's a lean, muscular guy, and he looks he looks muscularly frail, maybe like an old, muscular guy.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. How long have you all been in the cage? The Minotaur said it was about a week's time.
What is the source of your strength?
It is a very long story, which normally I would be very happy to tell. You seem unwell.
How do you gain your power?
Let me show you. And I'll push the kid kind of behind me,
Okay.
out the door with everybody else. And I'll bow to him, and I'll show him kind of a proper stance and see what he does.
He watches with a smile.
Okay.
Master Yaru, what's the delay? We leave.
There is no delay. We simply lost somebody. Boom! And I'll Spartan kick him down the pit, down the spiral staircase.
You kick him down the pit. He goes flying. Ah! And his 4 friends don't respond in any way whatsoever. I don't know if any of your 5 friends do.
I've just been told there's no delay. We lost one.
Was there a problem with that one?
I know children to be the most honest creatures on this earth.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, that's what my mom said about me.
Yeah, you don't know children very well.
The young one seemed cautious of this one with the red hair.
Did you at least go through his pockets before you threw him down there?
He didn't seem to have pockets.
Oh, that's too bad.
It wasn't a big pirate ship that I missed or anything, you know. It's just...
No, that's all. You know, to lose out on looting, always a bad thing.
I am just a humble monk. Material things don't mean anything to me. Let's continue.
Or lives.
Yeah.
But material things, like I said, you know.
What? So he?
Xander.
I've heard some stories of. Listen, man, I just dodged a giant ass fire stick from you. Okay, I don't want to hear anything about. What about? Let's go.
We talk about it later without everybody else around.
I feel like these things make us the bad guys.
No,
4 out of 5 is pretty good to me. Okay.
What's with all the talking? We have to go.
We don't gotta be the great guys. We gotta be the pretty good guys. All right, let's go.
And if you're not careful, it would be 5 out of 6.
I guess.
Brenros is prepping and getting people set up to kind of echelon their way forward through this
All right.
wave.
Yeah,
know
what
how
are the
it works.
undead doing during all of this? Are they like immobile, kind of like what the dead down below
Nope.
were?
Nope. Lightly shambling, and there's a larger group around this tower that followed you when you originally came. And you guys are behind this closed door. Brenros has got everyone gathered and reminding everyone of the echelon that you guys know what to do with.
Are we ready?
Yara will tell everybody now more clearly about the horn that he hears, and if he can hear it now more clearly.
You cannot hear it any longer.
Okay. Well, he did hear something. He'll relay that to
Okay.
him.
Has a 10-minute increment passed since
Yes.
combat? I could really use the quick prayer and acquiring my focus once more.
And my home.
Yeah, you guys can spend 10 minutes to rest, but you have to spend 10 minutes actively resting. Yeah.
If we all feel that is safe, but
Yes, I will spend 10 minutes actively resting, please.
all right, 10
Okay,
minutes.
that gives a focus point back to everyone who has focus and spent at least one focus.
Yeah, and we'll be doing some healing as well.
Okay. And what's your plan after that?
Break for the
Charging?
ship. We have to make our way back to the ship.
We still have the wall, but I don't know if all these people can balance on it as well.
Yeah, this is gonna be interesting.
Do not lose heart. I'm sure we will figure out a way. Stares at Xander.
I'm figuring. Well, let's see. So, I could definitely make it easy to run and to move, so that wouldn't be very hard. Also, I could blast a lot of things with water. I could create a pretty interesting little storm, and there is that wall of fire. We could try that again. There's also, some lightning bolts. Well, I could be a big centipede. That would be neat. I don't need to do that. That's let's see, what else can we do?
How big of a centipede?
We just have to get to the boat. We don't have to kill so many.
Like, you turn into some big creatures. Could we all fit on your back?
Let's see. Well, yeah. So, I'd be a big centipede. I could move my normal speed, but I could make myself faster. I'd be a large centipede. I could be a praying mantis.
Yeah, that's about horse size.
Oh yeah, no, I'm actually medium. I'm a medium. It's big for me.
You're pony size.
I'm a pony centipede. That's not creepy.
Renros would like to recall knowledge and is determining a distraction strategy with his warfare to see if he can lead away a large section of these zombies so that the group can make a break for the ship.
How would you do that?
Probably light a torch, yelling his head off and charging off into one direction,
Okay.
and eventually meeting back with the group, but taking a swarm of them away.
Yaru will join you in that effort and causing.
The idea is for the group to go one way and me to go the
I think I can help make a lot of them come to one thing while we get there. Or you know what? While he's doing that, I'll clear a path with our group to the remaining zombies.
So, Brenros, you light a torch using your warfare knowledge lore skill. You jump. No, are you can open the front door or jump out the second story window. Those are the only two ways to get out.
My first is to acquire some degree of healing. Did we have healing being tossed around? If not, I can use my own.
We did.
Yes.
What healing went where, and
Where are you?
am I a
at?
part of it?
Okay, yes. So let's do this. First off, Xander is going to get a level 3 heal.
Thank you.
You're healed 39. We have Vital Beacon. So Sir Brenros, give me a little touchy touch. And we are on 40. That should be 46.
Anything
Do
else?
that. That's 14. And actually, Xander, yours was 41.
Thank you.
And then we'll do 44 for you again, Brenros. Where's everybody at? Kalik gets 44.
Wait, so I get 14 and 44?
No. He's talking dice.
4d4.
Yeah, you got to be very
Sorry.
clear about that.
All right.
Pleek, you get 12.
Go.
And then Piercy, you're going to get a level 2 heal for 25.
Take it.
27, I'm sorry.
Take it.
And then I have the staff, which is... I always forget exactly what the staff does. 4 charges, so I get 4 heals there. So that's going to be Palik. It's going to be 16.
You can also, if it helps at all, cast with the this is a greater staff. You can do level 2 and level 3 heals for more charges.
It's going to be the same either way.
All right.
So actually, that was 18 more for you, Palik, instead of 16. Sir Brenra, since you're our main shield, you're going to get another heal. That's for 12.
Ooh, wow, that's huge. I'm pretty good with only 18 damage so far.
Sildren will take 1. That's going to be 15. And then final heal for, I guess, Palik again. 13.
The main
and
go ahead.
Sildren is thoroughly exhausted after all of that.
All right. Thank you, Sildren.
Well
During this little break, Palik is going to try to take Zaner aside. Zaner, I don't know if this is important. I don't know if you want to spend a couple minutes looking at this, but I did swipe it from Raineth, and I show you this black dagger.
Whoa.
You stole from Raineth?
Xander will take a look at the dagger.
All right, you're going to spend 10 minutes looking at this, yes?
Well, that's a long time. We're all sitting here. I mean, unless it happened while we were healing and going through our focus.
That was the point. I don't know if it's going to have any help for us right now, but I think it's worth a shot.
All right, Xander, if you're trained, you can make an occult roll.
I'm super trained. I'm an expert. 29.
All right. You have identified this as a Scourgeonar dagger. It is a single-use item only, and it allows you to cut open the actual heart of a recently fallen innocent. Okay?
Okay.
Yeah.
And if you do so, you will summon forth several allies from your new alliance of Scourgeonar to aid you.
Oh my god.
This is essentially his contribution towards this endeavor.
Where's the boy?
So we just made friends with Scourgeonar?
Yeah. We made a pact.
You have the option of going down that path.
Huh.
Oh.
We got the matchbook with the phone number in it, basically.
All it takes is will.
And I'm dropping that item with brief description into the party inventory.
So it wasn't
Xander's a little weirded out and just kind of hands it with 2 fingers back to Palik.
Well, yeah.
That's a thing.
It sure is.
Oh, but I think I have an idea. Everybody, I think I have an idea.
What?
So we still have the wall, right? It's there, and we can look at it right there, and we can get right to the water going up and over the wall with that weird 30-foot gap. But as a giant ant or a big insect, I can climb up and over that wall real easy. That's not too hard. So if I made myself a really fast ant, then everyone could ride on my back, and I could run us back and forth, and everyone could just do a big ant ride, and we could get there.
But we've got to open this door while you're doing that. And the dead will surely come. I don't know how many people you can carry, but we will certainly be flooded with the dead. Does that still work for you?
I mean, I can't hold the door and run, so that's kind of bad.
Well, I mean, we'd have to open the door to let you out and them in and so forth.
Well, what if I went over the window? I could climb, so I could just climb down and go from there.
Renros looks around at everyone. I'm about to light this torch and run for my life. What say you all? Because I'm about to roll a hard 6, baby.
That's what it sounded like. You were heading that way with the language.
No, I mean, I would say if anything, throw it out the window before Xander goes. But
What's the plan?
Yaru looks to the Minotaur
Okay.
and tells her to grab one side of the door.
Go ahead and tell her.
You there, we need you to grab that side of the door. Brenros, either you or myself will grab this side. The other will defend as Xana breaks through.
Have you a weapon to give me?
You're gonna be holding, you're gonna be like behind the door.
I can fight.
Okay, we just got a new dagger. You could
I'll take the dagger. Something.
I'll give her a regular dagger.
All right. She takes the dagger and make a society roll.
Who?
I'm sorry, Palik, you were right there handing the dagger. Just for giggles, it's got to be high, so it's not going to work.
27?
No, never mind. Continue.
I do have some questions for this Minotaur, but now's not the time.
Okay. So the door's being moved back, yes? Opened up.
And Brenros is standing with the shield to brace against attacks.
The door opens up. Brenros is right there. The sea of zombies slowly just shambling and moaning on this island do not charge into the tower, and you have not seen them enter this tower since you've been on this island, but they are right there, like 10 feet outside the entrance, are just this wall of 10 of them and tons more behind.
They refuse to enter, which is good for us, it seems.
If we can just move this tower inch by inch.
Heave! Xander, do you need anything else for your preparations?
I don't. Xander,
We'll take the tower scourge and
this
all.
black
Put it
orca.
over there.
just kind of throws it out into tendrils and it starts sticking to his hands and sticking to his arms and going back up and grabbing his body and then wrapping them all up as he grows in this larger and larger black mass and comes out as a big scorpion.
As a big butterfly. Oh, damn it!
Oh no! It's the wrong one! All right. Don't touch the pointy thing!
I'm so cute now.
I'm adorable!
Scorpion Xander, what you doing?
Scorpion Xander, get on my back!
One person can get on your back.
Then the kid first. So the younger kid.
Or the old lady.
Well, actually, there should be somebody capable of fighting at the other side. So I would say Palik or Piercy first.
Well, I'll be out there. Let's do it.
After you.
All right. Palik, you first. You grab onto Xander. Now, keep in mind, you've got this, 100 yards or more, 200 yards or so to cover on the flat plateau before you reach that 20, 30-foot cliff. And there's the ruins and then the two long, thin walls. So the first part's the most challenging part. All right, Palik, you're on top of Xander. Xander, what you doing?
Running!
Just
Oh,
barreling
just
through
going.
them.
Yep.
Make an athletics roll as a bug.
A bug athletics roll. I think. Whoa, that didn't go anywhere. Let me do it this way.
Oops.
Yeah.
So Xander's untrained will be 25 as the bug. My roll is a little higher. Let me get my stats. I don't have my bug stats up.
Athletics is plus 13.
That's what I said. Yep.
31.
31.
You barrel through, knocking corpses left and right. You slow down a bit and then get some more energy and just knocking and trampling. And the rest of you are watching visually in horror as this crazy scene happening before you. Brenros, make a warfare lore roll, please.
Warfare lore. Whoops, wrong one. Where is it? There it is. Warfare lore.
Real quick.
Trying. Hold on. Technical issue.
We double click.
There we go. A 21.
21 is easy enough for this. You can see there is no move being made by any of the zombies to attack Xander in any way. Those that are hurt or wounded just slowly rise up, and they don't seem to be making any effort to reconverge on the cut, this little road he's made through their mass.
Bernros is going to tempt the fates and try walking out into that, past the doors.
Okay.
Walking out into the mass, standing, walking out of it.
Do so. There are maybe 2 or 3 that were trampled that rise up right next to you, but they just turn and look at you and do not do anything.
Stay close, all. We're gonna go now. And Sildren kind of gets everybody together and let's go. We're heading towards the shore.
All right.
And keeps everybody together and gets everybody moving.
All right, Yaru, the little boy, comes up to you and says, not the Yosoki do. No, just kidding.
Boom! I gotta turn around real quick. Come with me.
Real master is the child.
I threw the wrong one down the hole.
That look on Tim's face was awesome.
The group makes their way out through the moaning and the quietness, but other than just this not quiet, there's endless moaning around you, rising creatures as you head out. It's almost like partially trampled heavy grass or heavy reeds that just slightly rise back up after like a big vehicle or something, or a big bear goes running through. You guys make your way through with Sildren's command quickly going, and you go, and nothing gets in your way. Up ahead is still this barreling charge through the final battle of Helm's Deep type concept going on. So Xander, you're not aware of this at all. Palik, you're stabbing and stuff as you go. You guys reach the top of the ruins, turn around to see your chaos, and see the entourage quickly following you without being harassed in any way. All of you reach the top of the ruins.
You just walked through them. Our way was better, Xander. That was fun.
Yeah, high five.
Yeah. And I'll hit your stinger with my sword.
Ding. That feels tingly. Well, do we want me to do it again?
Yeah, let's keep going.
All right, you dive down into the mass and create another big snow plow through the dead. Sildren just kind of rolls his eyes and ushers everyone again through the...
It's not my patience you're testing, it's Scorchinar's.
Yeah, we're on his clock now.
And you guys make your way through the undead masses, and Gimlet turns to you and says, Captain, there they are. I said, Captain, there they are. They've somehow made it
What?
through.
Well, it's about time.
Do we send the good skiff then?
Is the other one still out there?
It looks to be mostly sunk.
Well, we're not going anywhere without them. Clearly with this funkin' feather anchor here. So I send the ship.
They send out the skiff. The nice new skiff gets rowed out by Gimlet too slowly for your liking as you guys all stand on the beach, turn with your back to the beach of the water as the undead just kind of stand and close in but do not do anything.
Just said, hey, what you up to?
And the
not bad, good hours.
The skiff comes up and you guys get in it, and it takes 2 trips with all of the people you have. And Gimlet even asks, you found more? Who are these? All right, I'll just keep going then. Stupid Gimlet asking questions. He rows back, he makes several trips, and after some time, our heroes have made their way back to the taint, safely away from the Isle of Undead, and we will stop there for tonight. An unexpected finish in many ways.
Yeah.
You meaning all of us alive?
Yeah.
Mostly all of us alive.
Let's talk about that more in our after show available for our Patreon members. Thank you so much for checking things out, and we will see you next time.
See you guys.
Good night.